everybody! Oh god, the game is really quiet. You know what? It's fine. Everything is fine. I'm really, really tired right now. There are a few things in this world that motivate me, like the release of a new fatui harbinger. And it is 4 AM. I just woke up from a 2-hour nap. I barely wanted to get out of bed. Like, I had to force myself just to get it. Just to get up to stream. I was so comfortable. I didn't want it. I didn't want to move. And now here I am. Right. Let me quickly claim these. The game just updated. Maintenance is just over. And on the verge of passing out. Thank you so much, by the way, Tetsuya, for the super chat. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Right. I'm gonna give it a little louder, because I think last time I played this game I didn't have the audio ducking in place. So that should be a bit better. But I might make it quieter later on. So, why is the game stuttering when I turn around like this? Huh? It just really hates Catherine, I think. So... Why are you here? Don't care about Genshin? What are you doing? Oh yeah, watching your favorite acoustic shrimp? Hell yeah! I have severe fatui, acoustics. So... What's gonna happen is... we're gonna pull for Arlecchino. I know where the best place to pull for her is. Oh, there's a new area, isn't there, as well? I'm not sure I know where the best area to pull for her is. I will show you my spoils in a second. We need to pick a good place, though. I guess... maybe the Opera House? I think we did that with Novelette, though, and it didn't work very well, so... I'm down to pull wherever. Also, after this, as well... what is with the lag today on Genshin? Maybe my poor PC is on its last legs. That could be it, because I have been running it all day, and stuttering is kind of weird. What is that? The stuttering. You know what? It's fine. Maybe the house where Lainey lives. I'm not sure I know where the House of the Hearth is on the map, but I do know where this is. And let's go inside and we'll pull in front of the stage. Let us in. All right. I think I've been pretty open about how many pulls I've saved. I have been saving for Arlecchino now for many a patch. To the point where I didn't even pull for Novelette last patch either, and I really wanted to get him to C3. Or no, C4. C4. No, it was C3, right? Yeah, I wanted him to C3. I didn't though. I saved. I was very good. Actually, we'll pull in the audience, right? I think she sat down on one of these chairs. So we'll take a seat here. Looking out at... Wait, no. I know what you need to do. I know what you need to do. Thank you, Looking Forest, for the membership. Thank you. Good luck, Abby. Thank you so much. I'm gonna need all the luck I can get. Right. I know what you need to do. Linny. Where's Lynette? Promenade.
You lead the way.
There we go. This is our team. We got this. Right. Pulse. Right now, we have 285. I also did not get the monthly ones yet, because I didn't have enough, Oh, I did get the monthly ones. Never mind, ignore me. I didn't think I could afford them, but apparently I could. What's the total that we're starting with? 288. I also have some Genesis crystals I can convert, I'm pretty sure. Come again, Shangling! The fourth child of the House of the Heart, yes. It's really funny she's on the banner. I mean, look, right? She's honorary fatui. What one honor to be, honestly. So, pity. I believe we are at about 70. It's 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 5, 60, 65. Oh, okay, 70. No, it's 65. 65-ish. Penari was our last 6 stars, so we should be getting Arlecchino. Oh, we will be getting Arlecchino first. I guess we just go for it? Maybe? Maybe? Come on, Arlecchino. 61, there we go. Yeah, sure. So 2 temples is all it'll take for Arlecchino to come home. God, I can't speak English because I'm tired. Alright. We'll pull for her. We'll then pull on the weapon banner. I'll set the pole arm as the course. There we go. Because I came prepared. Hopefully! Look right, I'm manifesting. First temple, 2 Arlecchinos. Watch this. Watch this. Damn it! It's fine. It's fine. When you factor in the, Oh no, because I'm not... unless it's Shangling. Which point... in which case, that's good, because I need the star glider. Come on. Shangling. I'm so happy. Right, another temple. This should be Arlecchino though, come on. No! It's making... This is 81 now. We are on 81. You know what? Single pulse. We're not off to a good start right now. I'm not sure. Hey! Shanley's good. That's free pulse. That's a free pull. Maybe this pull will pay for Arlecchino. Watch this. So if we do this now, we just made an extra pull. 269 as well. Come on, Arlecchino. Damn it. You're not Arlecchino. Okay, maybe getting Feminine. Maybe getting our first fatui affiliated character will bring Arlecchino home. Come on. No. Hey, this is Lynette now. 1 sec, I'm sending this to Christian. 1 second. There we go. 10 more is better than no more! Yeah, why would Christian do this to me? Good question. Right, again. Any second now. There we go! Wait, really? Was Toma the thing that brought her home?
Duelling the Nave, Arlecchino, 4th of the Fatui harbingers. The children of the House of the Hearth call me father.
And I'll call you daddy! No. I can't say that. I cannot say that. I cannot say that. I'm not gonna say that.
After all, there's
what? 2 hours of sleep goes to my brain.
At the moment, wouldn't you agree?
All right. I have an excuse. I'm really tired. This is gonna be where the pain comes in because we're literally at 0 pity after getting 2 5 stars and a 10 pull. So I'm just gonna I'm nervous because this could eat all of my pulls. I don't normally go all in on the weapon banner like at all, but I figured that if I want to do this, I at least will get Linny's weapon if nothing else. But this is gonna be the thing that like eats all my pulls from now on, and I'm not looking forward to it because this is gonna suck. Unless I get 2 5 stars in this pull. No way! Okay, well that's Linny's bow. Can I get a double though? Can I get a double, please? Please. That'd be so funny. I don't think I'm gonna get a double. Damn it, just 1 is good though. Right, that's 1 point towards fate. And now Linny is well fed. Damn it, no double. 1 sec, I'm gonna let my cat out because she wants to leave. 1 sec. Okay, we're back. Just gonna keep on cycling through. At least, like, okay, right. Good news is we got 1 early 5 stars. The next 2 will also therefore cost less pulls than if we'd gone to pity every single time. Again, come on, please. No way! Come on, please be Arlecchinos, please. I want to put the rest into her consolations, please. I'm begging you, Genshin gods. Fuck you, fuck you. I hate everything. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. But early. This should be the next one, right? What's this? God damn it. Either way, next one will be early too, and then we can put the rest into consolations for Arlecchino. God damn it! This stupid catalyst keeps coming up when I least expect it. Damn it. It's gonna go to pity now, isn't it? It's just gonna go to pity. Should I skip these? Hey, saw you. Nice. Sorry for jinxing it. I didn't think I'd jinx it. Another... I'm fine. I'm doing great, actually. Thank you for asking. Shit, one sec. Time to eat some weapons, I guess. Oh, by the way, for anyone who hasn't seen, this is my roster of, like, weapons. Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you for the Twister membership. Thank you! Evie, well, the frick are you streaming at this time so that you'll run really late at work? Oh no, well, have a good day at work, you got this. And also because Arlecchino, I said this earlier, but there are a few things in life that motivate me, like the release of Fatui Harbinger. It got me in bed before, 3 AM. That's how much I love my father. Call me old-fashioned, but I was raised to love my father. Right, I'll just destroy all these, I guess. Nice.
This is no time for distractions.
Yeah, I know, Lenny. That's what I'm saying. Right, again. What's this? After sacrificing weapons. Oh god damn it. Nope. Come on now. Sana's father, enjoy your... Oh, come on. I understand the meme, but if at this point you think there's anything sane about me, well, I'm not doing my job right. Come on, come on, come on. Damn it. What? Oh, it is right up. Cool, it is right up. I never look at the right up 4 stars because I'm not pulling for them. I'm pulling for the 5 stars. I'm just gonna start skipping. Please don't do this to me, Genshin. There we go. Thank fuck. We get a double. Can we get a double? I don't think we can. No, no, it's just a lot. There we go. Thank you. Right, back to the banner. Time to wail. Let's go. Arlecchino, Arlecchino. Shit. Come on. Arlecchino, Arlecchino. Come on, please. Father. Father, come home. Father, please. Father, please. Father, please. I'm begging you, Father. Come on. On my hands and knees here. Come home to me! Come on! Come on! Should be this next pull, right? I've been counting. What?
Great magician standing right here. You don't want to miss them.
Alright, let's give Lenny his weapon, because I had him on... Oh, that means I can feed Christian Rockham. I can have an R2 Lenny bow and R2 Yellow bow. Huh.
Best part
I'm not on my hands and... Okay, if you want me to be on my hands and knees, fine, I'll do it. One sec, let me feed the weapons. I'll literally get on the floor on my hands and knees, beg to the game, and then I'll pull. How does that sound? There was one 3-star bow that I wanted, and I can't remember that, but I can't remember anything else. I can't remember which one it was. So as long as I don't sacrifice the bows, I think we're good. Have to bark too? You know what? For Father, I will. Alright. Onto the floor I go! On my hands and knees! Quite literally praying for you, Miss Arlecchino. Come home to me. Come on! God damn it, didn't work. Ow, shit, my knee! Oh boy! That didn't work. Another Lynette, though. Let me put everything into the... There we go, nice. Alright, let's run it! Arlecchino's coming from this pull, I believe. Ah? What's this? Arlecchino! Arlecchino! You love to see it. Double? I thought it was a double then! Nope, it was just Shangling. Alright, Arlecchino! Arlecchino! Come on! No. Boo! Oh, Farasan. Time to not build her, ever. Arlecchino! Come on, come home to me. No! I keep getting double fatui, that's pretty good. Arlecchino. That's not good. Come on, Arlecchino, come home to me. Come home! Come home! Again, please. Father, I pissed the bed! Yeah! Come on, Arlecchino! To anyone from the VOD squad, I was reading chat. I don't piss the bed. Come on, this'll be it. Nope. It's not it. Please, Arlecchino, come home to me again. No! Father, please! Come on, please be Arlecchino again. Please, do not be off rate. Ah! C2! Is this C2? Yeah, C2 Arlecchino! We get C again, Shangling, come on. Whoa, look at this pull. So many 4 stars. Look at that! What a lucky pull! When we get Arlecchino again, what's this? Skip luck. Damn it, you're not Arlecchino. I'll just put everything into this. Do another temple for good luck. God damn it. We only have 8 pulls left. Just gonna do singles and skip. Skip luck. That you're not Arlecchino. Stop it, Shangling, please. Actually, don't stop it, because I can use your stuff for more pulls. Don't think we got her. Damn it. Got the one extra thing though. Fountain rewards. I don't think I have anything to get from the fountain rewards. She really is father's favorite. Damn it. Well, we have a C2 Arlecchino now, plus her weapon. So...
Number of tricks I can pull off.
I'm pretty happy with that. Honestly, I was expecting it to go, like, much worse in terms of her weapon. And now, Lynette is C6. And Promenade is also C6! Oh wait, no, I can do more pulls, I can do more pulls. Wait. I think I'm gonna get a thing with this though. Thank you for the Chrome Chan, but JJ for the membership. Thank you so much, I really appreciate it. Thank you! GG indeed. God, I'm happy. Damn it, you're not Arlecchino. It's another pull though. Damn it, how far am I into this? Where'd that come from? Oh, I had them saved up from previous Walgans. But these aren't gonna be up to date, are they? These are gonna be still Shangtanari, right? Yeah. Shoot! Well... What's this? New rewards, cool. Free pull if I do that. Why would you want to enhance 4-star artifacts though? Come on, Genshin.
Once.
Oh, shut up, Betty. Come on. Also do Arlecchino's story quest in a second. Just gonna claim that. And claim this. Around 40-ish pity. I don't need to spend. I don't need to spend. I'm not going to spend. Spending would be bad. And I don't wanna do... I'm not... How do you English? Why is English so hard? Hey, C6 powers are nice. Still not gonna build her though. What is her C3? Oh, that just increases her normal attack. Invitation to a beheading! Oh, don't mind if I do. Either way, let's just, that'd be no... But for father! For my father! Okay, these are materials we need to find. We need to go get, so... It's fine. We'll give her the pole arm, though. God, it looks so good on her. I still have a spare staff of Homo. I'll just feed it. Oh, ignore that Tom is using it. What's the word? God, my brain isn't working. Sometimes about Toma just to dunk on him. Oh, I don't have any of these. Well, that's gonna be a problem. This too. But that's fine. We can build it later. God, she looks amazing. That's my father right there. Oh god, I've got materials as well. It's gonna be great. Right, let's get our party back out. I gotta build an Arlecchino team. Now this is my Nevalette team. He's also cracked. He was the top 1% on Akasha.cb because I'm normal. And then I gave up on farming for him. Also triple count as well because I got a problem. But wait, what's this still? Oh, the pull. Well, I'm not gonna turn down a free pull. Damn it. Let's just do a request then. We can get primogems from here as well. Yeah, let's get primogems from here first, and then we'll do a request. So let's see how you actually play her. I have no idea. I should have read the kind of the text, but I don't read.
Everlasting as the moon.
Oh my god, I love her. Is the game too loud by the way when I'm fighting? I don't think it is because I'm like in mute when I talk, right? Oh my. Sorry, don't mean to laugh at the boy, but also 10 more is better than no more. God, I love her. I don't know if I was playing it right, but she's fun. Claim this, then the Linny stage, nice. And then we'll do a request, which I'm excited for, because I will take anything related to any harbinger ever. You guys know me, I'm normal, and also right now I'm working on a video essay about the Torah. Can you shoot it? I forgot how to play Linny. No, you oh, you can shoot it. God, I can't aim at all. I literally have Linny, and I just haven't used him. And I put a lot of pulls into getting his weapon as well, but I didn't get it because I ended up forgetting the chart course and got 2 of Yelan's weapon.
A round of applause.
Boop.
Step right up.
Maybe one day I'll... Oh my god, I can't aim for... So can you shoot it? You...
Here comes the finale.
We'll figure it out. God. The Tory essay, let's go. I have so much to say about him. For example, did you know that... Okay, wait, I'll show you after this.
Lightning terrified.
I have something to show you guys. It might break your brain. It won't break your brain. It's not... How do you use Bennett, actually? I've not used him once in the entirety of the almost 3 years I've been playing Genshin. That's why I don't play archers. Can you tell? Let's claim this. Leave. Right, I'll show you something right now that will probably not mean much to you, but it means a lot for the lore of the Torre in this game, right? First of all, we pull. Wait, didn't look at the oh no, it's oh damn it. Okay. Let me show you guys something. There's a domain in Sumer here called the Fragment of Childhood Dreams. It was once a dreamland paradise of a child of the forest, constructed based on how other children would describe the woods. In their memories, the forest was incredibly vast, much like the world itself. The forest was also immensely deep, just like fate itself. Although the dimensions of the world and the true depth of destiny would ultimately disappoint, the fantasy of them endures deep within this nursery. So this is a domain based off of the dreams of a child of the forest. And you might be wondering, Evie, what are you getting at here? Well, you see, Fragment of Childhood Dreams is technically a mistranslation. A more accurate way of translating it would be Slice of Fragment Dream. Slice of Childhood Dreams. And specifically, the word slice, or the word used in Chinese, is the same word used to refer to the Torre segments, meaning like a biological sample. This description is about the Torre. And because it's not translated that way in English, with that like reference in mind, no one knows that. But in the domain itself, it's like it starts up with little fungi and stuff, then it's like a little linear puzzle, and then you've got some ruin drakes and stuff, so it shows the Torre's progression as a child based on the stories he was told as a kid by other children, from, you know, or into someone that loves ring arts and stuff. Like it's I don't know. No one talks about it though. I've not seen like anyone aside from one niche Reddit post on the Torre main subreddit from 8 months ago referring to it. But you know, do some digging and you'll find out some really cool things about the Torre. And I have a whole video essay planned for him explaining how he's not the villain in the way you think he is, and also how he will be redeemed in the future. I'm not gonna get into Genshin lore theories and stuff, because ultimately Genshin lore channels, or not Genshin lore channels, Genshin theory channels sometimes annoy me. Specifically, there was one channel that had a whole theory about the Torre being from Fontaine. And look, right, I appreciate the effort put into any Torre theory, right? I get it. You know, he's not very talked about character, in any good ways at least. And so any kind of theory is good. Except the game is not subtle that he is from Sumer. And for once, I don't think I feel good about my reading skills in a video game. Because how do you miss that he's from the game like, writes the word Sumeru on a fucking metal bat and then hits you over the head with it enough times for it to leave an impression on your skull. How do you miss that he is from Sumeru? He talks about getting expelled from his homeland several times, and everyone's like, oh, no, what if his homeland is actually Fontaine? And he, you know, and he lived in Sumeru. Well, this domain proves otherwise. It literally says he's a child of the rainforest. On top of everything else he said, also fun fact by the way, there are two Elazar hospitals that Dotori's worked in, right? There's the one in the desert, which is somewhere by our village, I believe, and there's one in the rainforest. The one in the desert was set up by the academia. Dotori was actually working as part of the group. He was the only person that could cure a patient, but the patient went insane because he believed it was blasphemous. And also because Dotori technically used the limbs of dead patients to, like, replace the infected ones, I believe. Still doing some digging into that, but also, like, the academia is responsible for the Elazar hospital being set up in the first place. And also, the Torre did the okay. Right, the Torre in the academia did two at least two that we know of rounds of experimentation with Elazar. One of which in the forest he basically found out about the Aranara and was like, oh, what if we can kidnap them and, you know, control people's dreams? That'd be really, really cool, because, you know, then it has, like, you know, applications and stuff. And there's the one in the desert, which is the first time you ever see the Torre mention the possibility of becoming a god. And he says it in such like almost a timid way. He's like, I know it's, the wording is something like, I know it's what's the word? Oh, it would be like improper of me to say this as like a researcher, but if we can like figure out more about this, we could become, like, I could become a god, essentially. And he was very nervous about writing that down. And look at him now, all grown up. I have so many theories. Well, not theories, but like so many details about the Tori that like no one's really picked up on. And everyone's like so quick to just shit on him, and I'm like, no, you don't get it. The Tori is the perfect example of nature versus nurture. Someone who is wholly evil does not sit by the water and lament how they will never be accepted by society, only to feel, what's the word Nahida used? Solace in the comfort of someone else who is rejected. Just saying. I've got a lot to say, and I did say a lot right now, but I can say even more later. Anyway! Arlecchino quest, my bad. I got a bit carried away there. I'll put my whole thoughts into a full video. At some point in the future, anyway. But yeah, I didn't read that, I just did it.
It's been a while since we visited Poisson. Maybe we should head over and have a look around.
Alright. We're gonna see if he's streaming and joining just empty area cooking a full course meal. I'm cooking more than that. I have started a massive document on Google Docs of compiling evidence towards the Tori's redemption arc and stuff. It's not really gonna be a lore or theory video. It's gonna be just more of me having an autistic rant about the Tori. Because I genuinely think that he is the most mischaracterized character in the game. And I have a very strong feeling that I know where I want to say I know where Hoyoverse is gonna take his story in the future, because they're really setting up like a narrative or tonal shift to his character, right? That has been seen in Scaramouche's quest. So it's only a matter of time before they get there, but I will do a full. Actually, I could do a stream instead, maybe, rather than a video better. I'll do a video essay.
Paimon.
Linny!
Oh, Paimon knows that voice.
Anyway. Point is, I really like the Tori. So, yeah, I'm collecting the material for lawsuit against the collective Genshin community for the Tori slander. Yes, I have a lot to say about him.
Over here.
I have so much. Even what I said right now is barely scratching the surface. Linny, it's been too long. How long was it to swear run, by the way? How long did I go on that for?
This appears to be quite the fated reunion. Running into you two out of the blue like this has really made my day. I certainly wasn't expecting it.
You can say that again. What brings you to Poisson? Wait, Paimon's got it! You must be here for one of your magic shows, right?
Paimon sounds different. Like, slightly deeper. And you know what? I kinda like it. 8 minutes! Oh god. And now it's just me, like, giving a summary of, like, 3 bullet points on my list.
To stay in Poisson for the time being.
Oh,
Poisson is the new Liyue, I feel. All the Fontaine names are the new Liyues.
Yep, along with most of the other members of the House of the Hearth. You may have noticed Poisson seems a bit more crowded than usual.
So you're saying
the Tori's the man in the wall. If I can find a way to connect it to Warframe, I will.
Into way more than just a bit of trouble. What's really?
He's probably gonna sue Hoyo if the Tori gets a senior treatment. He won't. I am saying this right now with 99% certainty. From my research into his character, not even like specifically for the essay, just like my you know, my 3 AM fanfiction lore checks. They are really setting up a tonal shift for him. I think he's gonna be the most important character in the game that isn't an Archon going forward. And he's responsible for a lot more than you think. Right now, he's got influence in every single nation we've been to right now. In Mondstadt, he killed Ursa the Drake, whatever. Like, he had the whole thing in the manga. What's the word? Liyue, he had his Silver Ring God factory. Inazuma, he posed there as Escher, which again, I'm gonna connect that to Fontaine, because Escher was from Fontaine, supposedly. Sumeru, you've already seen Sumeru and stuff. You know, the Tori has been to, as his domain said, the world is disappointingly lacking breadth, and Fate is disappointingly lacking depth. He's seen everything, and they're really setting up a narrative tonal shift for him from a villain, and people are gonna say they're gonna redeem the Torre, because I feel like his actions were misunderstood in the first place, and that's what turned him into the monster that he is today. Anyway, that's just a theory, a game theory.
Well...
Since the two of you are so curious,
Arlecchino!
fill in the gaps.
My father wife.
Scared Paimon half to death.
Father, you're here.
You know, on second thought, maybe we don't need to know. It's all probably super confidential House of the Hearth stuff, right? We totally weren't trying to pry or anything.
I do like how Paimon sounds right now, actually.
Nervous. I could sense your genuine concern from your conversation just now. Of course, I can also understand your confusion. Sending so many fatui here to Poisson, it's only natural that some might suspect an ulterior motive to be involved.
I have zero reservations about the fatui, actually. I like them quite a bit, and you know what? I'm gonna be on their side no matter what.
I understand. I'm well aware you've had your fair share of confrontations with the fatui in the past, and I can't exactly guarantee that we'll remain on good terms in the future.
Well, I have my... you know what? It's fine. I like the fatui a lot, so it's all good. Goodbye, I have to have fun if you gotta go do college stuff. Good luck, you got this! You're gonna do great.
As for right now, however, I would say we have little reason to be at odds, wouldn't you agree?
That's
The
my
House of
father
the
wife, I
Hearth
love
could
her.
stand to be more open with those who have worked so closely with us in the past. As for the issue at hand, well, it hardly relates to any ulterior motive. To be frank, it all stems from a certain rumor circulating around the House of the Hearth. It's an internal matter.
What sort of rumor?
A rumor that a certain phantom child is hiding away in the House of the Hearth.
Ooh, spooky! Like some sort of ghost story, maybe.
A phantom child? Ooh, just hearing the name is giving Paimon the creeps.
A spirit that should have long ceased to exist is lurking in the shadows of the House of the Hearth. So I decided to bring the children to Poisson before continuing to investigate the situation. I expect I should be able to track down the spirit fairly quickly.
Phantom
After that,
Arkness
it's
reference?
just a matter of resolving the
I love
situation,
Arkness.
if you will. It shouldn't be much trouble at all. If you're curious, or if you still have some concerns, it might be advisable to stick around for a few days. I'm sure the children would be exceedingly pleased to welcome some visitors. Lenny, I'll leave you to entertain our guests. I have some matters to attend to.
Of course, Father.
You know, I feel intimidated during that conversation with the knave. Now she's gone, I feel like I can finally breathe again. No. That's called love, traveler. That's... you... She also suggested we stick around for a few days, but why?
It has long been a dream of mine to invite you to our home and introduce you to my other siblings. You're quite well known in the organization already. A lot of people have been talking about you, especially after everything with the prophecy. If you're willing, why don't you stay a while and have a little chat with us?
Alright. We don't have anything else to do right now anyway. But let's be clear, we're just gonna be there as guests, okay? Don't get any funny... Oh, wait a second. For your guests, that probably means we'll be treated to lots of yummy food, right?
Wait a second! This is 1.0 Paimon real... Like, huh? This Paimon is the same tone of voice used in 1.0, but slightly less soft.
Of course.
Oh
During
my
our
god, they
stay
brought
in
back 1.0
Poisson, we've been
Paimon.
helping out the locals with some fishing. We bring in quite the bounty every day.
I am not gonna
Perhaps
complain.
today's the perfect chance for me to show you
Thank
what
you,
I can do.
Genshin. My ears are thanking you too.
Let's go. I'll take you to where we're staying.
Alright. By the way, I'm saying this now, because I know they're, like, every time I talk about the Fatui and Genshin, there's always one person in the comments like, oh, you just like them because they're hot. There's no, like, you're doing some severe mental gymnastics to justify terrible actions. Screw that person in particular. That's all I wanted to say. I know why I like the fatui. Because they're interesting. Anyway. Let's look around. Ooh, down here.
We rented this house from one of the locals to use as a temporary base. I'll come back later and tidy up a bit. After that, it should be all ready for you to stay in tonight.
Awesome, thanks! So, where are we off to now?
Well, when I happened to run into you two earlier, I was actually in the middle of distributing some supplies. With this many people staying in Poisson, we have to bring in outside supplies every now and then. I should probably make sure the rest of these provisions get delivered. Otherwise, people might start to get antsy.
Okay, we'll come with. There are all sorts of rumors about your organization floating around out there. Paimon's not sure if she could even take a wild guess as to what's true and what's not. But now that we finally have the chance to see a day in the life of the house, we can take a good look at how you operate.
No, that was higher pitch. Damn it.
You're more than welcome to come along. Just follow me.
It was good while it lasted. 07. 07. Help Linny distribute supplies. As you wish. Alright, let's hand out some stuff. By the way, this NPC right here, I think it's this NPC. I think it's this one. Ares maybe go on like a massive hunt trying to chase down this NPC. We didn't know where in the world they were. We just knew, like, that they were a diver. And that was it. And so I went through the entirety of Fontaine trying to find this NPC for her.
To inspect your diving equipment regularly.
I think it was that NPC. If it's not, that's kind of embarrassing now. Oh, gotta go up! Oh god, verticality. Alright, let's find a way to go up. Alright. God, I'm exhausted! It's almost like getting 2 hours... No, it was 1 hour and 40 minutes of sleep. Isn't a good thing. But the things I do for Arlecchino, like, come on, I couldn't not, get Arlecchino just for this. Come on.
Linny, you're finally here. The supplies. I'm assuming you've...
Brought them with me? Yep, here you go. Hello? Something caught your eye?
He really said...
It's the Traveler and Paimon!
No way! Come here, everyone! Hurry! The Traveler and Paimon are here!
One at a time, please. Don't crowd around them all at once.
We really didn't do
Don't
anything
scare
to
off
deserve
our
this
guests
kind
now,
of,
do
like,
we?
treatment. Not to, like, start the Traveler slander. But we really didn't do anything.
Oh, it's alright! Gotta say, Paimon didn't realize we were this famous.
Of course! Father and Linny have told us so much about you.
Father told us about how you helped Linny. According to her, you're a trustworthy friend. And as far as she's concerned, that's pretty much the
It's not
highest
ours, but
compliment
we're
we've ever
friend
heard her
status
give.
now!
As you can imagine, everyone's been very curious.
Oh, what an honor!
I heard the Traveler is so strong that she can move a mountain with her bare hands.
Well,
I heard Paimon eats so much that she can clean out the entire pantry at Hotel de Boer in just 3 days!
more like 2.
Wait a second! That's the rumor you heard about Paimon? Oh, not cool at all!
Mine's also a bit of a stretch.
Wait, when guests visit, you're supposed to give them gifts and stuff, right?
Oh, we don't need something like that. Besides, we don't have anything to give to you! Come on, we insist! I can give you some of my new potions. Just pick your poison. And by that, I mean medicine or actual poison. I've got
I'll
both.
take the poison, thank you very much.
Ooh,
How fast does it kill ya?
Shaplo can teach you guys about stealth. He's super good at it. He's never been caught.
Ah,
glad I got a
that's
headache
not
now,
a bad
Butler.
idea. I know you usually prefer to fight head-on, but it never hurts to expand your bag of tricks, right? When it comes to eliminating your enemies, staying quiet can go a long way. Trust me, I would know. I was poisoned not too long ago, and I'm still...
I wonder who did it!
So I'm not quite as good as I was before, but I can still give you some pointers.
Look, I'm not gonna point fingers, but I think someone in this group is pretty suspicious right about now.
Wait. When you said gifts, I didn't think you meant poison and stealth tactics.
Well, why are you mad about stealth tactics? That's pretty cool.
Those are the best things we can give you. You don't like them?
I like stealth tactics. I'll take them. I'm not stealthy at all.
How about this?
Like, I am the most clumsy person. Anywhere I go, you'll just hear, like,
Really annoys you?
just thuds. Like, 'cause everything will be falling off around me. The dangers just keep on coming one after another. You start to get a bit overwhelmed.
All right, folks.
Teach me how to murder people! Come
I
on!
think that's enough suggestions.
Teach me
for
the
now.
Arlecchino special.
When it comes to being a good host, it's the thought that counts.
I wanna be on the receiving end of that attack.
You don't need a physical gift to make our guests happy. In fact, pestering them with suggestion after suggestion might make them more annoyed than anything. I would say your enthusiasm has certainly gotten across.
Really?
Absolutely, we definitely feel the love. Aw.
Awesome. It's been so long since we have had guests to play with. If there's anything you need, just let us know.
Yeah, especially if it's poison or something. I've got all sorts of potions for that.
Look, right, if I ever need a poison person, I'll let you know.
Well,
I'll go straight to you.
We've still got supplies to distribute.
All right, see you later.
Actually, poison isn't even that impressive. Like, just... Okay, no, if I talk about this, it's just gonna be a case of you getting suspended. If I... But, like, you can poison someone with anything, right? Like, it doesn't need to be a special potion. You can literally just
And stealth tactics talked just now.
use everyday household items that I will not specify. Or YouTube will not like it.
Scared you, did it? That kind of talk comes with being part of the House of the Hearth. When Foltz was really young, he strangled all of his family pets, just out of curiosity. He was labeled a dangerous problem child and was abandoned by his family.
I mean... I respect the grind. That's a tutorial in the making right there. Not the strangling thing, but doing it out of curiosity.
Elwar has an unnatural obsession with potions. Father has forbidden her from trying all the different concoctions she comes up with, but she still tries to test them in secret. You really have to keep an eye on that.
Maybe this is fantasy. They had Bleach in fantasy, okay?
Chaplot is around my age. While I'm mainly responsible for collecting intelligence,
The height
he
difference.
handles
The height difference.
Very
Literally needs the hat to
passionate about his work and
compensate.
has no reservations about taking on some very difficult missions.
Hmm.
I know you two probably aren't used to that kind of talk, but I can promise you they only had the best of intentions. Things like stealth tactics and developing different poisons, they really mean a lot to them. They were just trying to share the best of what they could offer, that's all.
Alright, continue distributing supplies. We didn't even distribute any in the first place. We just got overwhelmed with people. God, I have a headache. I'll be fine. Things I do for Arlecchino.
Filial, supplies.
If I'm
are
not
here.
suffering for father. I don't know where I was going with that. I just want to suffer for father.
Thanks. And who are
Ooh,
you
her
two?
outfit's cute.
Outsiders?
Ah, allow me to introduce you. This is the Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, you're the famous duo I've been hearing so much about. It's nice to meet you. I heard you've traveled to all sorts
That's
of
too
places.
many. What?
Is that
There's
true?
something with French and having too many vowels in a row.
Of course, we're making
In a
our
single
way
word.
all across to that.
Oh, good for you.
You must be pretty familiar with Fontaine by now, then. Have you seen the new opera that started running recently? I think it's called... The 4,000 Thieves?
Oh, this is the first we've heard of it.
It seems like it's going to be fantastic. From what I've been able to tell from the posters, anyway. You should definitely check it out if you have the time.
Oh, and there's the Blind Maiden, too. That one is supposed to have audience interaction. Seems pretty interesting.
Okay, that's a pantomime then. No, what you just described is a pantomime.
Mission is over. I think I'll go get a manicure.
Oh, maybe I should dye my hair. Wonder how much it'll cost.
Is it just Paimon, or do these two seem much easier to get along with than the others? Looks like the House of the Hearth has some normal members after all.
I heard that.
Finally, someone calls Paimon out on you know, shit talking in front of characters.
Oh!
It's about time.
Oops.
I'm guessing you're referring to Foltz and the others? Yeah, we're definitely not all like them.
I bet those crazies are practically foaming at the mouth right now.
Me with the story.
I'm sure they just can't wait to get back to Snezhnaya to carry out the plan.
That's enough, Filial.
Ah, don't talk about family members behind their back, right? Whatever. Let's go.
Guess this is goodbye then. If you ever have some time, we should go see the opera together.
Well, that's it for the supplies. We should probably head back as well.
Sounds good. And away he goes.
Well,
We just
they
stand
didn't
there.
seem too happy with each other. Seems like there could be something more going on here.
It's best not to pry.
You're right. We're only here as guests after all. Oh, Winnie's getting super far ahead. Come on, let's catch up.
Cool, let's do it. What? Oh, never mind, we're good.
Temperate waters.
What do you think of the
Ignore that I just killed Nabula, that's fine. They got a lot of personality.
Well, Father is always encouraging us to be strong-willed and independent. So if
I would
there's one
fit
thing
right
we've
in.
got, it's people who aren't afraid to speak their mind. Well,
I tried to do the plunge attack, but it
Wanna
took
join?
away control from me because it started the cutscene.
Of course!
Then let's head out and... Uh-huh. Fremini.
Fremini! I love him so much. He's so precious. I want to get a little plushie of him. He's so cute. The event with him, by the way. The event with him and that like lady. I was crying at the end of it. It's been a while since Genshin made me cry like that, but God, I was not okay.
Oh, you too. I heard you're here as guests of House of the Hearth. Welcome.
We were just going to make some food. Why don't you come along? I could use some help in the kitchen, and I seem to remember you mentioning you wanted to make seafood soup for the traveler in Paimon.
Seafood soup? Oh,
Hey, I'm right here, you know. I am right here.
Were you looking for something just now, Fremine? Maybe I can help.
It's nothing. I just wanted to see if there were any extra supplies.
Yeah, we've got some left over. What do you need?
Some food and water. And some clean cloth, if possible.
That's a suspicious
No problem.
list.
Give me a second here. Food, water... Wait a minute.
Yeah!
What do you need all of those for? You're not on any missions as far as I'm aware, and you were just going to come eat with us. So what's this all about?
I thought I'd grab an extra portion because I get hungry at night. Could be because I'm growing, you know, and...
He's a terrible liar.
Fremine, you remember what I told you? You're not like me. Your lying skills still need some work. Tell me what's going on. Is it really bad enough that you have to keep it from your own brother?
Maybe it'll be better if we gave them some space.
Eating cloth is bad for you, you know. Yeah!
This is the first time I've seen that kind of look on your face. Whatever happened, does it have something to do with Father?
Yes. Just follow me.
Okay. Bullet died. Forgot about that. Oopsies. My bad. Up we go. This is quite a way up from everywhere else. Everyone else. God, I can't English. Oh! Wait a second! Clary!
Back! Oh, and you've brought some friends with you this time.
Hello, my name's Linny. I grew up in the House of the Hearth. And you are?
Hi, Linny. I'm also a child of the House of the Hearth.
Clary!
Just like you.
Oh!
You can call me Clary.
Oh god, this is gonna be one of those quests.
Clairvy?
Nice to meet you.
This is gonna be good!
Does
She's not Myrtle, no.
Linny?
No, not at all. That's not a name we have on our roster, I'm sure of it. What I'm not sure of, though, is how she managed to sneak in. She must be the phantom child Father's been searching for. From the looks of it, I'm guessing you were the one that found her, Fremine. You, haven't told Father, have you?
No, I haven't told anyone. I've just been keeping her hidden.
For how long?
About half a month now.
Fremine!
So ever since we got to Poisson, then, do you have any idea what you're doing?
Look, right, I'm not gonna sit here and say I can like fully speak French. What I will say is it's Poisson. It's not hard to say. It is not a difficult. It's Poisson. It's really not hard to say.
I know what I'm doing.
Really? Because from where I'm standing,
I'm not gonna
it's like
get
you're
the
hiding the
sound
very
right because that's a
person
nasal
Father has been
sound, and
trying to find.
you know, my voice is nasal enough as
If
it
Father
is.
finds out about this, everyone involved is going to be punished.
But it's Poisson. It's not how is he saying it? It's not do the west sound. It's not like sort of Poisson. It's not Poisson. It's Poisson. It's not hard to say. It's one of the easiest French words.
You know the rules of the house, Fremine. I know you do. Father doesn't tolerate any form of betrayal. So why are you doing this?
I've thought it through. And I just can't hand her over like that. Linny, don't you remember last year? Chaplot nearly died after getting poisoned during that one mission. He wasn't able to get back before the poison started taking effect, and not a single person was there to help him. That night, while I was sleeping, I heard a voice telling me to go save him. I opened my eyes.
Kind of like at this time, because I
find the
slept
source
at
of the
2 a.m.
voice.
and then took a 1 hour, 40-minute nap,
Maybe I
and
was
I'm
just
here now.
hearing things, but I went to look for him anyway.
Hmm.
Luckily, I got there with enough time to save his life. That feeling of being haunted, of hearing voices, it's happened many times in the House of the Hearth. I'm
She's
sure
so
you've
excited by
noticed.
this lantern.
So what you're saying is, that was her? She was the one who spoke to you that night?
Unless there are other spirits roaming around the House of the Hearth, I don't think there's any other possibility. If Clairvy were our enemy, it wouldn't matter whether she was a spirit or an actual child. I would have acted without a second thought, because that's what Father ordered us to do. But she's been living with us, helping us from the shadows all this time. I think that makes her family. I couldn't just hand her over to be dealt with. Not when there's so much we still don't know.
So what's your plan then? You can't keep her here forever. Someone is bound to find out eventually.
I haven't thought that far yet. I don't want to disobey an order from Father, but I also don't want to put Clairvy in danger.
Come with me. There are a couple things I'd like to say to you in private.
We're just gonna watch, like...
Those two sure care a lot about each other. Well, they got a funny way of showing it. From where Paimon was floating, it sure seemed like they were about to bite each other's heads off. No way. They have a really deep bond. I could tell right away, because I also have a friend like that. I just don't know how long that kind of bond can last.
What do you mean?
The darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine. No one can get out alive.
I'm sorry, Linny. I really didn't mean to drag anyone else into this.
Oh, really? You didn't mean to? 'Cause I, for one, wish you did.
Whoa.
What do you mean?
You know, when we were younger, you didn't call me Linny. You called me brother, just like Lynette. We grew up together, the three of us. We were all orphans, all rescued by father. Of all the siblings in the House of the Hearth, I think our bond was the closest. Later on, when you started calling me Linny, I wasn't actually surprised. After all, Lynette and I are related by blood.
God,
We
Feminine
had
is
to
such
depend
a
on
cool
each other
model.
to survive long before we
One of my
joined the
favorites
house.
aesthetically. Just the color scheme is so beautiful.
Linny,
The darkest and most difficult moments of my life happened before you and I had ever met. I'm sure that's true for you as well. Even so, Fremine, we've stood by each other for all these years now, and to me, that means more than blood.
Aww.
You and Lynette are the most important people in my life. No one can replace you. So I won't let you face anything alone. Not if I
Oh.
can help it.
Oh, looks
That's
like
so
things are getting
sweet.
kinda heated between Linny and Fremine. Maybe we should go check on them.
Oh, it's raining. I should put my clothes away.
Hey, you two! Hope we aren't interrupting anything. Like a fight, or... Oh, wait a minute, Fremine. You're not crying, are
No!
you? Right?
everything's fine. Thanks.
He
for
needs a
rescuing.
hug.
Well, we're all friends here, right? We've been through so much together, so if there's anything we can do to help, just say the word.
It's just a small family dispute. It's not something our guests should trouble themselves with. In fact, it might be better if your stay ended here.
But sometimes having guests around can come in handy.
What are you getting at, Traveler?
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are less likely to escalate. That's what you're trying to say, isn't it?
Yeah.
I just... Thank you. I was really hoping to keep you out of it. But even if I could think of some other reason to turn you away, I'm not sure I could convince you. I know things could turn dangerous, so I promise you this. From now on, I'll protect you like my life depends on it.
Me too.
Well, back to the matter at hand then. If we don't plan on handing Clary over to Father, then our only other option is to solve the mystery of her identity before Father is able to track her down. That means finding out where she came from and what she's doing here. Then we can send her on her merry way and pretend like none of this ever happened.
I've tried that already.
Oh.
And?
And... nothing. I tried taking her
Huh.
somewhere really far away,
Well,
but
that's
after some time, she
suspicious.
just reappeared.
Uh-oh.
She even came with us all the way to Poisson. It seems like wherever the house is, she follows.
I don't know much about spirits. Do you two have any ideas?
Let's see here. Paimon remembers hearing something like, if you fulfill a spirit's last wish before they died, they'll let go of whatever's keeping them here and
That's from
return to
Hutao,
the
right?
lines.
That's from Hutao.
Oh,
I
it's
believe
just
her
that
quest.
Paimon doesn't really remember where she heard that.
Hutao!
So it's not guaranteed to work.
Her
or
whole
anything.
quest was about that, right?
Well, sounds like it's worth a shot. Guess that means we should go ask her about her wish. But first, Fremine, I need you to promise me something.
What is it?
I need you to promise me that this will stay between the two of us. We're the masterminds behind this whole thing. No one else gets involved. Can you do that for me?
Of course. I promise.
All right. Then let's seal the promise just like when we were kids.
Fist bump!
Fist bump on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
What is it? Childin and Tooster have pinky promise. Lady and Fermine have fist bump. So much cooler.
I swear.
Aww. Wait a second, where'd you come from? Wait a minute.
Whoa!
Lynette!
You scared me.
But what a surprise! What brings you here, dear sister?
She is not impressed.
And, when exactly did you get here?
She was taking those stealth lessons.
You're an idiot, brother. And you too, Fremine. You 3, Traveler. And you 4, Paimon.
Wait, what did we do?
I've seen Clary around the House of the Hearth before. I hadn't seen her in Poisson, so I figured she must not have come with us. But it turns out, you were just hiding her. I heard you talking about your plan. Rather than steering clear of the situation, I'd rather fully join in.
Well...
If you don't agree, I'll have no choice but to report everything back to Father. Simple as that.
Hey, don't be a snitch, Lynette.
You're not giving us much wiggle room here, Lynette. Well, I guess we're all in this together then. After we talk to Clary, we'll figure out our next move. There's no time to lose. Let's go.
Alright, let's ask. I'm
full. Thank you for bringing me this food, you guys. She said she's full, but the food doesn't look like it's even been touched.
Well, she's a spirit. She can't actually eat.
That's right. Based on what I've been able to observe, it doesn't seem like Clary can interact with the physical world at all. Still, when she's presented with food, she'll always linger around it for a good little while. Maybe, in her mind, she really is eating those things.
Does she know that she has already passed away?
I've tried to ask her, but she didn't answer. My guess is that she's just as confused as we are. Or... maybe she couldn't understand the question at all.
Clary, if you've got some time, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Sure. Oh, another new friend. Hi, I'm Clary.
Hello.
Clary, how did you join the House of the Hearth?
Huh? Isn't it the same for everybody? The Nave brings you here and then you can't leave.
It's just that your name, it's not on the roster. And I've never seen you before.
I mean, I've watched the short. I know that she's the I know that she's friends with Arlecchino, but I'm like
Roster?
I want.
I get it now.
Oh wait, I'll say my
There might
theories.
be some things you don't know about this place. The people in charge, they're not as nice as they look. They say they keep a roster, but it's not complete. There are a lot of people who aren't on it, and never will be. In this house, some people are family, and other people are just test subjects.
Ooh.
Those kinds of people aren't ever going to get a place on the roster. Unless it's the roster of people who've been executed. Wait, does that mean the Nave...
Is there anyone that can vouch for you?
Perry. She's my best friend. She's the only one I trust in this place.
Have either of you heard of that name before?
No.
Your just always sense of tingling? I don't think so.
Me neither.
Clary.
I don't think that's Satori.
Neither of those names are on the roster.
He talked about executions and stuff. I think that's referring to the orphan battle royale thing that we saw in the cutscene, the trailer thingy.
But it seems like she's telling the truth. Either that, or this kid's already got a bag of tricks bigger than mine. Maybe we should try a different approach. Clary, do you have a wish?
A wish?
It can be anything you want. Just imagine. It's your birthday, you're blowing out the candles, and your wish is...
Ooh.
To go outside, where the sun can find me. That's it? Well, that sounds easy enough.
Oh, don't flashback me, please.
The house runs deeper than you can imagine. No one can get out alive.
Don't flashback. It's. Let's be with that. Things can't be this simple.
Okay, time to divide and conquer. Listen up. I've got a plan. I'll try and find a way to use basic illusory magic to take Clary outside and bring her somewhere with sunlight. Lynette, try and find the list of executions that Clary was talking about, and see if her name is on it. Fremine, you stay in Poisson. We can't be the only ones who've had run-ins with Clary. I need you to collect intel on everything she's said and done.
Understood.
I'll try my best.
What about us? What should we do?
I really appreciate your willingness to help, but this is a family matter. I don't want to drag you in too deep. It's too risky. Let me think. Since Father considers you to be guests,
Oh.
maybe you could stick by
Sounds
her
good
side
to
for a
me.
little while. You don't need to do anything except keep up some nice, casual conversation.
Ah, Paimon gets it. You want us to distract her.
How should we contact you?
I'll give you a magic bird. If Father suspects something, all you need to do is release it when she's not looking, and it'll alert me that something's wrong.
It's a silly little guy. Oh.
Of course, that's only as a last resort. If Father doesn't seem to notice us, there's no need to make contact. We'll reconvene here tonight after all's said and done. If the worst case scenario happens and we're discovered, just tell Father everything. We're not going to let our guests get punished for our own actions. That's where we draw the line.
Be careful.
You too. Okay, this is where we part. Father should be at the beach nearby.
Wait, did I play
I
Arknights
really
today?
hope this goes well. No, it has to go well. That's the only way this can get resolved.
Not me questioning myself. Sorry, I had a moment of like, did I log into Arknights or did I not? I don't remember. Go to the seaside to look for the Nave. Sounds good to me. Hold on. Oh wait, can you check? No? I need to log into Arknights then. Good thing I suddenly had that moment of realization. Says yesterday? Okay, I'll check. I'll log in then. Stamina! Come on! Come on, come on, come on! Less than yesterday, yeah, so I'll load Arknights then. That child? That is child! Hey!
It's the Nave and child.
Yeah! Hey, how's it going? It's been a while.
Be in Snezhnaya recuperating? What are you still doing in Fontaine?
Oh, it's you two. I didn't expect to run into you here.
You good?
I was unconscious for quite a while after the fight in the Primordial Sea. After I woke up, I realized I was being taken back to Snezhnaya, and well, I couldn't have that now, could I? Not when I've still got unfinished business here in Fontaine. So, I mustered up all my strength and made the journey back on my own.
What sort of unfinished business are we talking here?
It has to do with Skirk.
Oh.
Master. I really wanted
No,
to meet up
I don't think she wanted to
By the
talk to
time
you,
I got
child.
back, she'd already left. I still have so many questions for her. Without any other leads, all I could do was ask the Knave to help me track her down. She must have left behind some traces from her time in Fontaine.
Oh, okay. So, have you found any clues?
Unfortunately, no. While the House of the Hearth is adept at collecting all manner of intelligence, certain existences can still manage to escape our purview.
I
Basically,
see.
unless Master feels there's a need to meet with me, she's not going to be found.
Yeah.
But that problem has an easy fix. I just need to become stronger, and then...
Don't die, child.
I think you should focus on getting better first.
Yeah, that's most important.
The worst of it is over.
I'm
It's all
not.
thanks to that one kid from the House of the Hearth. Elwar, I think her name was. She gave me a bunch of random potions to drink.
That was child.
They
That was
didn't go down
poison.
easy, let me tell you. Pain and chills all over. But they really did.
Child, that was poison.
And that's good, because it looks like I really do have to head back this time.
Oh.
The old man's been putting the pressure on me. He sent someone to tell me I'm needed for some sort of project.
Oh.
Project Stuja?
Oh, lore?
Yeah, that's the one. I heard Regrator's involved too. I'm not looking forward to
see,
having to
Regrator.
listen to all
Okay, I
his
see your friend's
monologuing,
name.
that's for sure.
Wait, he's a yapper?
You could think of a way for me to stay in Fontaine for a little
Oh,
longer.
that's gonna be fun. Wait.
Helping Linny and the others brush up on their fighting skills would be fun.
So Sneznaya's gonna be Pantalone and Child then.
All out?
Well, that's the Sneznaya arc. Just
And what a
straight up
sweet
confirmed then, I guess.
daydream that is. But I also have a role to play in all
They've
this.
just told
I'll
us
be
what's gonna happen in
leaving Fontaine
Sneznaya. I'm
shortly.
pretty sure.
Besides, considering how little...
So
that
I guess
kid
the
to step
Pantalone
outside
owners will be
the
happy.
homeland, being called on to return to Snezhnaya by such illustrious dignitaries. What a great honor. Wouldn't you agree?
One I could do without, I'd say.
Hey.
Is it just Paimon? Or does it kind of seem like they're...
They're just casually trash talking their colleagues behind their backs. Look, did you not just hear him talking about how much he hates Pantalone's yapping? Come on.
So, dear guests of the House of the Hearth, to what do I owe the visit?
We're here to distract you. I mean, wanted to learn more about you.
Right! We're super close to Linny and the others, but we still don't know much about you.
Is that so? Introductions have already been made, have they not?
Yeah, but like, more.
Well, you see? There's only so much you can learn about someone from a short introduction. At least tell us something a little extra, like... Why do you call yourself Father?
I just heard my cat stretch beside
Good question. I'd also like to know.
me. Okay,
The
child.
fact that you have to ask tells me our intelligence work has been quite successful. Telling you the answer to that question would only serve to undermine that success. And we can't have that. Now can we?
Spoken
Fine.
like a true diplomat. That was some expert sidestepping right there.
Well, if there's nothing else, I think I'll take my leave.
I do love how the
I still have
Harbingers
a
just don't get
small
along.
matter to resolve at home.
They're cordial,
Wait, don't
but like this subtext is nothing but venom. And at least right now, she's trying to run into Lenny and Clary. To release the bird? No. Get her talking about something else first. What does the organization mean to you?
I'd also like to hear the answer to this. I've met some of the members of your organization, and they all seemed like really good kids. They actually reminded me of Tonya. and
Come on,
Susan,
child, keep yapping.
Which,
Distract
by the
her.
way, if you ever betray them, I'm just letting you know, I won't let you off easy.
And why would I betray them?
Well, you've already betrayed the House of the Hearth once, haven't you? At least, that's what I heard. Okay, I admit. That's just what the old man told me. The rooster, I mean.
Oh, Pulcinella! Wait a second. So when he said the old man, he was talking about Pulcinella. So that means that... he'll be in Snezhnaya too. I mean, obviously they have to, like, fit in a Harbinger somehow. But, like, So what? Child, Pantalone, and, Pulcinella, Snezhnaya? Ah. Interesting combination, I guess. Sorry, I'm reading too much into this, aren't I?
Wait, did you really do
Oh, I'm
something
just thinking
bad to those
about
kids?
betraying the kids, treating them like
Never
subjects.
mind what I've done. I'm more curious as to what the mighty rooster had to say. Care to enlighten me?
Ah, well, nothing much. Just some stuff about you taking out many other members of the House of the Hearth, and even going so far to attack your own family.
I see.
Oh, based on your reaction, I'm guessing it's all a bunch of lies.
Hardly. I don't appreciate his particular turns of phrase, but I suppose he didn't say anything untrue. Although it would be more accurate to say that there is a certain level of prejudice involved. But I don't intend to clear that up just yet. Prejudice has a funny way of concealing the real truth behind certain things. An attribute that I find to
Sorry,
be
I'm playing on autoplay.
advantageous.
My other hand is just currently petting my cat, so...
Call yourself a Fontanian, for example, and people will assume all sorts of things, when the real truth is that this is simply the land where I was raised.
Wait! Huh?
You're not actually from Fontaine? But then, why did you try to help out with the prophecy and everything?
I
Well,
was
just to
trying
be nice,
protect
I
the
guess.
children born in
Yeah.
Fontaine. Claiming that I myself was a Fontanian simply made it easier to operate. People would hardly suspect a fellow Fontanian of having any ulterior motives.
Good point.
Who wouldn't want to save their homeland after all? The primordial sea wouldn't have any effect on me, but it would have caused great harm to the House of the Hearth. Well, you wanted extra information, didn't you? There you go. I hope that satisfied your curiosity.
Oh, I mean to skip that. After learning anything else about her betrayal, she finally revealed the secret in order to change the subject. Seems like she's trying to avoid.
you
Oh
stayed in
shoot,
Fontaine for the
autoplay.
kids. I guess I was wrong to believe you'd betray them. Apologies. Looks like I was holding on to some prejudices myself.
Good. Like I said, I like it when others have misconceptions of me.
Actually, while I was recuperating at the House of the Hearth, there was something else that really caught my attention. I heard that members always resolve disputes and arguments with a friendly spar, and the loser has to back down. Seems pretty cool if you ask me. Would also give them plenty of opportunities to hone their skills.
Well, that's only a recent development. In the past, such spars weren't nearly
Ooh.
so friendly. The losing party would lose everything, including their life.
Hey.
They were that hot. At least
Child looks easy to dominate. You know what? You do you.
Well, the current atmosphere's not.
I'm not
I'm
judging. That is
jealous,
extremely
actually.
based.
You've got so many family members
I'm a
around
fellow
you,
fatui
and
enjoyer.
you even get to live with them.
Having a lot of family around means dealing with a considerable amount of bickering and scheming. Once Tonya and Tusser enter their rebellious phase, I'm sure you'll understand. Just imagine. Tusser becomes obsessed with plucking out strands from the rooster's mustache, or Tonya decides to dye her hair 42 different colors.
Okay. I get the picture.
As the conversation shifts to topic of Tony and Tuesday, child begins to share story after story. Some conversation will usually if you're falling asleep, you find some grateful to child for buying you your time. Cool. Thanks, Genshin Text, for going
Well,
at a billion
would you
miles an
look at
hour.
the time? I should probably get going. Traveler, Paimon, I'm not sure where our paths will cross next, but the next time we run into each other, we should definitely try and find some time to spar.
Just rest. Just rest, child.
Again, maybe this is a conversation we can have when you look less like you're gonna keel over.
All right. Well, thanks for everything, Arlecchino.
No thanks necessary. You also played a part in obtaining the
Aww.
gnosis. I would say we can call ourselves even.
I like the sound of that. Well, I'm off. See you all some other time.
Nice.
We should probably get going too. Do you want to head back with us?
Oh? You want me to leave so soon?
Oh, well, you see,
I'm on you, suck at lying to.
I'm rather enjoying the evening breeze. If you don't mind, I think I'll stick around for a bit.
What's my
I have
cat
some
doing right
things
now?
to think about. Apologies for
He's
not
very
attending
happy.
to you like a proper host. Please forgive this slight.
He won't stop purring.
I do hope you'll have a pleasant stay.
we managed to keep her
love
distracted until
meatball.
nightfall. Good thing Child was there to keep the conversation going. You don't think she suspected anything?
Oh,
do
she
you?
absolutely suspected something.
Oh, I wonder if Liddy ran into any issues. Let's hurry back and see how everything went.
Where are they? Oh, I see him down there on the ground. Cool. Meeble love. Yeah, Meeble! I love Meeble. Oh, he's all wet now because he's been cleaning himself. Ew. God, okay.
Liddy, how did everything go?
Well, Long story short, we ran into a small issue. Clary can't go into the sunlight.
What do you mean?
Everything was fine
Stop
at first.
flashbacking me, Genshin.
She followed me up to the surface just like I told her.
Please.
But as I led her out of the shadows and into the sunlight, she vanished. I turned around and there she was, standing at the edge of the shadows, silently watching me.
Huh. Maybe she's afraid of sunlight, or... No, it wouldn't be her wish if that were the case. Well, we could always try pushing her into it.
Not sure pushing works on a non-corporeal being, Paimon.
Oh, true.
I've pretty much tried it all already. Nothing worked. Eventually, the sun went down, so all I could do was bring her back here. How did it go with you, Lynette?
Good. I've got the list. It's right here.
Really? Well, what are we waiting for? Let's take a look! Oh, that's a lot of pages. Oh, it's gonna take forever to get through it all.
We can each take a section. Here.
Okay, let's look through it.
La Pouillade, L'Endroit, Chambel.
So you could say one there, but you can't say the one in Poisson? Well, actually, it's more, yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna pronounce the name.
Oh, yikes. That Aurora guy has a huge scar on his face. He's kinda giving Paimon the creeps.
Ah, I've met him before. The scar is from an injury he received during a mission. I still remember him joking with me about it. He said any future lover would take one look at him and then lose all interest.
Did he say anything else?
Well, I asked if there was someone he was interested in. He said no, and that's where our conversation ended. It was only later that I learned he really did have someone he liked.
Oh.
He risked everything to escape so he could be with her, but it didn't work. One day, Father asked to see him, and, well, I never saw him again after that.
Wait, so that means the knave, she...
Not necessarily. Don't jump to
It may seem
conclusions.
cruel, but it's just one of the rules of the house. Betrayal is not to be taken lightly.
Oh.
We know too many secrets to come and go as we please. So, if you do try to leave,
Okay.
you pay with your life.
A sudden experience sense of the group as you look through the list of names. Clary is not seen to be among them.
Herman's not here, huh? Well, that's not too surprising. It doesn't seem like this list is complete. It only contains records
God.
dating back around 5 years. Let's shift our attention then. Fremine, were you able to find anything out? Fremine.
Sorry. I was thinking about something. I managed to talk to quite a few people, but I couldn't help but notice that the atmosphere in the house was a little... strange.
How so?
Strange.
Yeah, I mean, I know there have been arguments in the past, times when people haven't gotten along. Chaplot and Filiol are a good example of that.
Oh, those are two of the people that we met while delivering supplies. Paimon can see how they might not get along. They had very different vibes, and their, interests seem to be pretty different as well.
That's to be expected, actually. Father brought us all here, shared her knowledge with us, taught us how to fight. That's one thing we all share. But that's also where the similarities end. Not all of us feel the same desire to stay here. As members of the House of the Hearth, we're also considered part of the Fatui. And to a lot of people, that's an identity they never asked for.
I'll ask for it. I want to be part of the
Certain
Fatui.
members
Please,
get
please,
older
please,
and
please, please,
realize
please,
they
please,
want something else for
please.
themselves. But considering the rules of the house,
Did you guys know the 10th Harbinger
most
seat
people
is
would
empty?
never say that out loud.
There is no 10th
People
Harbinger.
like Chaplot and Foltz are loyal to Father
Or is
and
it
the
11th?
vision.
No, it's 10th. It's
They're
10th. Woman's
proud
child.
to be
Yeah, there's no
part of
10th
the
Harbinger.
Fatui. Filiol and Nantoy, on the other hand, well, they aren't quite as enthusiastic.
These kinds of conflicts have always been there. It's not like Father is.
This
in the
is like
dark
with
about
Genshin.
this.
Oh, I would kill to be the 10th Harbinger.
That's
Please.
true. But it just feels like things have gotten worse lately. Filial and the others, it seemed like they were meeting in secret to talk about something. I can't say for sure, but I think they've met Clary.
You think she's been inciting them to act out?
No, not exactly. But I wouldn't be surprised if she said something to them about the darkness in the house and how deep it runs. She's told me about it before. Experiments being run on children. People being used as pawns on the battlefield without so much as the strength to survive.
And they just believed all that? Without any evidence?
Clairvy's words probably gave them the excuse they were looking for. Whether they actually believe them to be true is secondary.
This is all because of Project Stuja, isn't it?
Whoa. Hold on a second. What's this Project Stuja all about, huh? This is the second time it's come up now.
Sorry, but I'm not sure of the details either.
Okay.
I only know what Father has told us, which is that it's something the Rooster and Regrader have been working on together. Apparently, it has to do with the Fatui's strategic plan for the future.
Interesting, okay.
Because the House of the Hearth was so successful in obtaining the Gnosis, we now have the honor of playing a key role in Project Stuja.
Wait, but isn't that a good thing?
Key role is just another way of saying dangerous role. To us, the whole thing is an inconvenience. Father thinks so too, but she's in no position to refuse. Their plan isn't exactly unreasonable, and they've been funneling the house a lot of funding. It's just that we'll lose a lot of members in the process. Participating in the plan, it's an honor in name only. What they're really trying to do is subdue us. The existence of an intelligence organization outside their control makes them feel uneasy.
So the Fatui are planning something big, but giving out a little Lenny there's no about it. I wouldn't be able to learn much. Should give a sharp eye out during any future dealings with the Fatui to see what I can learn.
Okay, super complicated top secret Fatui business aside, what does all of this have to do with the conflicts you were talking about earlier? Paimon doesn't get the connection.
External pressure has a way of exacerbating internal strife. You can't overlook the power of fear either. People are afraid of dying. And that fear is often the impetus for a lot of stupid decisions. I thought resolving the Clary situation would make everything go back to normal. But it looks like things are more complicated than I thought. If we leave Filial and the others to their own devices, sooner or later, Father will be forced to take action.
We can only focus on one situation at a time, brother.
You're right. Even if we confront Filial and the others, it won't do any good. It might even make matters worse. We should focus on Clary for now. Well, it's getting late. We should head back and get some rest. We'll try again first thing tomorrow. Lynette, you stick with me this time. Fremine, keep a close eye on Filial and the others. Make sure they don't do anything they'll regret.
Oh god, hiccuping.
Good work today, everyone. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Good night, Lenny. Rest of temporary accommodations. Alright, let's sleep. Remember, still looking forward to trying the best we can to sleep. Okay.
Oh, I'm always looking forward to an early night, but she can't sleep at all. Hey, you don't think the Knave will be too angry with Lenny and everyone if she finds out about all this, do you?
She'll be fine,
She's
right?
scary when she smiles. If she were to actually get angry... You have to protect Paimon if that happens, okay, Traveler?
You can just hide behind me.
Trust is ever, Traveler.
What's Clary up to?
Look! Look over there!
What's she doing over there?
Quick! Let's catch up with her before anyone sees!
Follow Clary. Guess we'll go up then. Which store? Oh, shoot. This Poisson is so sprawling, it's hard to tell which way I need to go.
Over there!
Clary!
where is she going? Oh, if someone sees her, we're toast.
Claire, oh, got my throat. Oh god, what was that? Clary! I actually just went through puberty there. God, I became a squeaker.
Oh, look! She stopped! Clary! Shh! I opened the window while no one was looking. Look how pretty the outside is.
Nothing. There's no window.
If only I could have more than this. You probably think I'm being silly, huh? All this hopeless resisting. It's better to dream of what I could have than try to make it a reality, right? Please, help us get on the same page here, Clary. We need you to tell us what you know. Can you do that? Sure. Although, after you hear all this, I think you might regret that decision. Everyone in this family is nothing more than a tool. Something to be used and exploited. We're all expendable. Including me.
Don't say that.
As long as you're useful, you get to stick around. Lose your value. You're handed over to the doctor. And given a fate worse than death. I've seen it happen again and again. And I've had it.
What a threat to give to the kids. Behave or you get sent to the doctor. Wow. I don't think that's the full truth though. I think we're missing something here. I think we're missing a lot here actually. Tutore!
You're saying the knave did all that? It's just that doesn't seem like something she would do. She's scary and all, but it seems like even she has lines she wouldn't cross. I knew you wouldn't believe me.
No. It's just like
Everyone thinks
Dottie!
she's a good person. They all think of her like a real mother. Mother? But she doesn't deserve that title. She's disgraced it and tarnished it. And if I had things my way, I'd never see her again. If only Perry were here, she'd understand. Perry? There's that name again. Also, Paimon's getting a strange feeling. It almost feels like she's not really here with us. Paimon can't tell if she's actually talking to us or if
could
she's
be
mistaking
anything,
us for someone
Paimon. She's a
else.
spirit.
Well, in any case, it seems like she really needs someone to talk to. We should keep her company for a little longer. She looks so young. But it seems like she's been through a lot. It's getting windy. I should close the window. Ooh, look at the moon. Isn't it pretty? Hey, wanna hear a secret? I heard that if you look up at the night sky in Snezhnaya, you can see the aurora. It's supposed to be super pretty. Even prettier than the moon tonight.
I'd love to see it.
Perry and I...
Oh, wait, am I? No, I'm a good volume, right? Yeah, I'm a good volume.
Once we're older,
Ow, I just
we're
kicked
gonna
right
go see it together.
Oh, okay.
But I can't find her. I'm worried she's also been... No, that wouldn't happen to her. She's special. Mother likes her a lot. I should really go talk to Mother, but we just fought. She doesn't want to see me, and I'm too scared to face her. What should I do?
Early morning, Evie. Hell yeah. After some time, Clary seems to come back to herself. She goes, oh, thanks, Genshin.
Paimon really doesn't
Appreciate it.
understand what's going on with her. Well, let's head back. We've got an early morning tomorrow.
The night passes.
All right.
It's a tourist gonna be brought up in this quest quite a bit then.
Let's go ahead with the plan.
Well, he's only even mentioned once, but still. I haven't listened to Arlecchino's about the Tory voice line either. I've got some stuff to talk about at the end of this then. Oh boy, I can't wait. Let's do some digging into the Tory after this. I have a question.
Oh? What is it?
Have the Nave and the Doctor ever worked together?
What makes you ask that?
Because he's cool, and I think I like him a lot, actually.
Well,
Wait!
we kinda ran into Clary last night, and That's what she told us. We met the doctor back in Sumeru. He's super dangerous. And he's done all sorts of bad things.
Like what, Paimon? Name a bad thing he's done. Name a bad thing he's done. Like that hasn't been good in any way. Go on, Paimon, I dare you.
It's possible that Father and the Doctor have had certain dealings, but I don't think Father would work with him. We're not really on the same side, so there's not a lot of trust between them. That doesn't exactly set the stage for a successful partnership. I did hear, though, that when Father first became a harbinger, the Doctor offered to work with the House of the Hearth. Father rejected most of his proposals, except for one. It had to do with some sort of secret experiment.
Ooh, okay. The Tory lore.
Experiment?
I'm adding this to the unironically. I'm gonna get my Google Doc open real quick. Wait. I'm getting my Google Doc open. No, that's fanfiction. That's the Alistair fanfic. What? I was not writing that. The Tory video essay. There we go. I can start making notes now.
I don't think so.
I don't know any details about the experiment itself, but I do know it's an entirely independent operation. The Doctor only proposed a direction for the research. That was the extent of his involvement. I still don't think that counts as working together. The details of the experiment are confidential, but complete records are kept on all participants. That doesn't.
By the way,
seem to
I
be the
genuinely
case with
consider
the
myself to be one of like
situation Clary
the
referred
best resources on the Tory lore. So if you ever have any questions about the Tory's involvement in the story, just ask me. I just like what are we talking about? Dottore. Just asking me for Dottore stuff. I want to talk about him. Yeah, I'm a leading authority on the Dottore Genshin. Honestly, I feel like I am at this point.
I know you don't agree with
Genuinely,
some of the Fatuy's
I'm
methods,
fully.
and I'm not asking you to.
Like,
I am asking.
he
you to
is the
trust
perfect
us on
example
this.
of nature versus nurture
The
as
House
like
of the
a
Hearth
case
has
study,
its own principles.
and also
There
someone
are
who
certain
is,
lines we're not willing to cross.
and I genuinely mean this, misunderstood, like intentionally by the game because they're setting him up for something big in his story,
that's good to hear at least.
If you think that hearing that Arlecchino was a terrible person for like, you know, the entire game, figure out the things House of the Hearth did, and then seeing her like animated cutscene was like a big change in her in how you perceived her, the Tory I feel like is gonna be even bigger.
Clary seems to think the Nave and the Doctor
smell
work
something big
together
coming.
to do something horrible. If that turned out to be true, Paimon doesn't know how he would even face you guys.
No, the Tory's cool, Paimon. Shut up.
It's just that it doesn't seem like Clary is lying either. The easiest thing to do would be
As a scholar, I'm the preemptive source. Yeah, as a scholar. Actually, I'm waiting for Christian to play through the Sumeru quest. My story quest. He's right before you meet the Tory. And I'm waiting for him to stream it so I can join his stream and in real time as he's experiencing the cutscene go, "Ah, the triumphant hero returns at last. And to a rather spectacular welcome, if I do say so myself. You're the outcast, expelled from the academia. Indeed I am. Although these days, they tend to call me the Doctor. If you're looking for your researcher friend, she's been taken into confinement. With some basic caution, she would have discovered the listening device in a person. Clearly, she lacks the degree of rigor expected of a true scholar. The people of Sumeru City! What have you done to them? I have simply made some modifications to their... You know, I need help.
Father
focus on
didn't
the plan
come
for
back
now.
last night. She's probably still near the shore.
My favorite
counting on
lines
you
for him
to
to say
distract
as well are like, I suggest you watch your tones, Scotamush. The mere fact of your utility does not make you indestructible. Like... That and the, Mr. Niwa. Already dead.
Yet, you're with me. Fremine, you know what to do. Be on your guard, everyone.
I genuinely spent way too much time
Alright,
reading his voice
let's
lines
get
on the
to
wiki.
it.
I'm normal. I just love the already dead. What a pity. Let's go look for the name again. Oh, we can teleport. How'd they go undiagnosed for so long? Well, I was diagnosed before the Dottore brain rot. Actually, so... I feel like if I wasn't, I wouldn't have been undiagnosed for long. God, the game's chugging today.
My apologies.
I do just love the I suggest. Like that line is so well said. And the Scaramouche. With the R sound like that. What are the lines were like from the Tory? One of their lines. I need to think of some. Let's go see Miss Nave. Arlecchino! My fire wife.
Ah, it's you two again. I must say, you look a bit pale. Did you have trouble
I
sleeping
slept for
last
less than
night?
2 hours, Miss Arlecchino. I'm doing great.
A little.
Perhaps if you had less on your mind, you'd be able to absolve yourself of such troubles. So what are you planning to do now? Catch up on some sleep? Or should I give you some time to rack your brain for a topic to discuss before I ask any questions? Although I must profess to being curious. Without child here, how do you plan on distracting me?
Yeah, she can see through us. I mean, look, right? She's smart.
Us? Distract you? A good one. But no, we were just here for a chat.
Looks like you could have used some extra time to think. No matter. If you don't have any other plans, why don't you accompany me somewhere? Don't worry. I'll be sure to steer clear of any stealing children.
Oh, she knows. Oh, she knows.
The ocean breeze is sure nice today.
So you know everything then.
Children always think they can hide things from the grown-ups. But nothing gets past me. Least of all, a little scheming. I think I'll let them have at it for a little longer. I can be very patient.
Yeah, she knows.
Well, I'll leave you to think things over. If you're so inclined, meet me outside the Palais Mermonia.
Well, dear.
Good things come to children who do as they're told. So I do hope you decide to tag along. If only for your friends' sakes.
Well, you don't need to ask me like that, Arlecchino. You know, you invited me somewhere, I'll be there.
She clearly knows about everything we've been doing, and Paimon doesn't think it'd be a stretch to say she was threatening us just now.
Yeah, and that's hot. So we should release the vision.
Oh, good idea. Hopefully he sees it in time. Well, we should probably head to the
Been
Palais
braiding our
Mermonia.
pockets this whole time.
Paimon doesn't want to find out what happens if we don't show up. Based on what the Knave was saying just now, it sure didn't seem like it'd be anything good.
We don't have any other options.
Okay, then we probably shouldn't keep her waiting. It seems like Linny and the others are on thin ice, so let's do our best to not get them in any more trouble.
Palais Mermonia it is. Let's do it. Pocket bird for snack, I
Seeing as
see.
we still have some time before my meeting, we might as well enjoy some pleasant conversation while
Remind
we
me
wait.
for this to teleport and get the waypoints. I can do a pull if I do that.
I'm glad to see you get along with my
I just
children.
realized.
Being surrounded by good companions is necessary for a child's development.
You're not planning on doing anything to them, are you?
I assume you're referring to Linny, Lynette, and Fremine, although there's that situation with Filial and Nentoy as well. It appears quite a few people have been acting out lately. No matter. I'm not one to discriminate. All those who betray the house meet the same fate. There are no exceptions.
Does that mean you're going to kill them?
Oh, are you here to beg for their lives? I'm sorry to disappoint, but the rules of the house change for no one.
Oh my god.
In my organization, everyone is responsible for their own actions.
I love her.
But don't you care about them at all? They really respect you. They even call you father. You must feel something for them.
Any organization in which feelings come before principles is one destined for ruin. The House of the Hearth is hardly an exception. You could say our principles are more stringent than most. Perhaps I can offer you this consolation at least. As our guests, you two will not be held accountable along with them.
Do you really know the way to solve the issue?
I would imagine Linny, Lynette, and Fremine will be able to keep their lives. As for Filion and Toy and the others, I'm afraid there's little I can do. They can try to escape, but once you know our secrets, there's no getting out alive.
But that's awful.
Ah, you seem concerned. Out of consideration for my guests, I suppose I could turn a blind eye for a little longer. If Linny and the others manage to dispose of Clary in the meantime, all evidence of their wrongdoing will be lost. In that case, I could hardly punish them for something I couldn't prove. If their efforts are unsuccessful, on the other hand, all will be held accountable. And the punishment will be severe.
It's a deal then.
Of course. Oh, and here, I
Is this
believe
the bird?
belongs to you. Do try
Oh my
and
god, I
keep better
called
track
it.
of it next time.
Yes, ma'am.
It takes a considerable amount of time to train a bird like this. It would be such a pity if you were to lose it. Permanently.
Wait, where did you get that?
Well, I'm afraid that's all the time we have to chat. Now,
She was like,
for the matter at hand.
Evie, you dropped your bird. Here you go.
I asked you to meet me here because I have business at the Palais Mermonia. It has nothing to do with you, but I think it would be prudent for you to stick by my side for the time being. There will always be time later to run off and tell Linny what you've learned. Well, time to go. Looks like we wrapped things up just in time.
Let's do it then. We're accompanying her then for the day. Oh yeah. Wait. Free pull. 1 second. First, I'm not giving any. Oh shoot. Well, I gave some promos though. Don't mind if I do. That should be another pull. God damn it. I'm fine. Right, let's go back to that later. This is a date with father? Yeah, she's my father wife. Let's go inside. Oh, is that Snubblet's room, isn't it? We can't even bother Nubblet. Oh, we are gonna bother Nubblet.
It's been a while, Monsieur Neuvillette.
There's the R sound again, you love to hear it.
I must say, I wasn't expecting my meeting request to be approved
Neuvillette.
quite so quickly.
The
Palais Mermonia
anyway.
operates with an efficiency worthy of admiration.
It is only right that an esteemed diplomat such as yourself should be afforded the proper level of respect. Although, if I may speak plainly, I must confess that I did not anticipate we would have the occasion to meet again after presenting you with the Gnosis. I see you brought the Traveler and Paimon with you as well. If I may inquire as to the purpose of your visit.
I'll be departing Fontaine shortly. There is, however, an outstanding matter that I would like to see resolved before I go. It requires a rather lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. So I took the liberty of explaining everything in this proposal. Please review it at your leisure, Monsieur Neuvillette.
The grown-ups are talking. What's going on? The silence is very deafening right now. Is anyone gonna say anything, or?
I understand your request. However, at the risk of causing offense, I must admit that I fail to see why you would wish for such a thing.
I heard you have a certain fondness for water tasting, Monsieur Neuvillette. So allow me to use water as an analogy.
Forgot about that.
A family is like a large body of water with countless rivers flowing in and out. As someone who watches over this system, I would hope that each river that flows from the source will eventually reach the ocean. Of course, objectively speaking, I know this is impossible. Most of the rivers will dry up along the way, disappearing into the ground and leaving nothing but a barren riverbed behind. Not all rivers are destined to reach the ocean, but I would not see their existence rendered meaningless. I believe the water that flows within them is simply meant for a different destination, like a field in need of irrigation. Or perhaps the glass of a certain water-tasting enthusiast.
Did you get any of that, Traveler?
It's not for me to understand. The grown-ups are talking, I'll just
Your
listen.
words paint an optimistic picture indeed. Allow me to remind you, however, few among us are willing to sip from a glass.
They are so... I love how far away they're sitting after... Like, they sat at the table in the Archon Quest, and now they're like other sides of the room.
It may have been tainted at one point in time, but not to worry. I'll make sure it's strained of all impurities and returned to its cleanest form.
They're having a conversation on the other side of the room. Like,
aspect to
I'm
your
surprised they're
proposal.
not yelling.
Perhaps you could expound on that?
If you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I will gradually withdraw my forces from Fontaine. And, unless absolutely necessary, I will no longer carry out any special missions within Fontaine.
I presume I can take your words to mean that, in the future, cases similar to the Tartuffe assassination will cease to cross my desk?
Tartuffe? Ah, that thief who embezzled funds from all those charities, you mean? My deepest condolences to his family, but without any evidence, I cannot imagine how the House of the Hearth might have been involved in his passing. Of course, if you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I'm sure certain measures could be taken to reduce the frequency of such troubles.
You choose your words carefully indeed. In that case, I am inclined to accept your proposal.
My thanks for your generosity, Monsieur Neuvillette. Well, with that settled, we should be going now. I took the liberty of bringing along 2 bottles of spring water from Snezhnaya for you to enjoy. I do hope I get the chance to hear your impressions. Perhaps at our next meeting, yes?
I love her so much.
Indeed. I trust you would not overlook your commitment in the meantime.
All right, Traveler Paimon. Time to go.
Alright, leave the Palimaronia. Where to now? Just teleports. It's faster. Oh, cutscene.
So, what exactly were you talking about back there?
Don't be nosy, Paimon.
Paimon only heard you mention some rivers, a large body of water, and then some kind of irrigation scheme.
You really want to know? I would imagine there might be more pressing concerns at the moment.
Winnie, Paimon really hopes everything's going okay.
Paimon, voices down. I'm not like she's gonna not like she doesn't already know, but
Oh, Paimon recognizes that look. You've got your thinking cap on, don't you, Traveler?
her name may seem relaxed, but it doesn't seem to be joking either when she says those who betray the organization will pay with their lives. You see yourself punishing those kids. Must we stop her? No, something else we should figure out first. While you're talking about the Palimaronia, she mentioned Clary's name. That means she knows where Clary was this entire time. Maybe she anticipated how Lenny and the others were gonna act.
Oh, shoot. Are you alright? Oh, jeez. I'm so sorry. I was so focused on selling these papers, I wasn't looking where I was going.
Wait a second. The scar.
Well, let me make it up to you at least. Here, take this paper. On the house.
It looks kind of familiar for some reason.
Oh, you don't have to give us anything.
Please, I want to. It's not like I'm short on supply. All the extras will be useless come tomorrow.
He was on the
anyway.
execution list.
It's my fault, really. I was just trying to bring home some extra mora for the family, but I bit off more than I can chew. I haven't had many takers today, so I'm still swimming in papers.
What's going on here?
Nothing much. I just ran into your friend here on accident. I should probably get going, actually, so...
Hold on.
Of course, I'm happy to compensate you with Mora, it's just... I don't have any
Getting
on me
like,
at the
you didn't get her. I believe you've still got like, you've still got like 3 weeks, right? You got this. I believe you can get her.
I'll take 3
I'll give you my luck. I got 2 Arlecchinos. No, 3 Arlecchinos today, so I'll give you my luck.
Oh! Thank you for your patronage. May the Archons bless you with good fortune.
Huh.
If only I had the chance to run into such generous customers every day. I should probably just take on a smaller inventory though, right? I'm getting married soon, so sometimes it's hard to not get ahead of myself. Anyway, I should head out. Goodbye!
Well, away he
now
goes.
that my affairs are settled,
2
we should take the
Arlecchinos.
boat back to Poisson.
I got like 2 of Linny's weapon within like about 40 pulls. Then it took me ages to get Arlecchino's, like after that Arlecchino's weapon was the next one, whatever. All my other pulls went into Arlecchino and I have her at C2. Right now.
Actually, why don't we...
So that's 3 in total, C2 Arlecchino.
Paimon just realized how hungry
And
she
I'm at
is.
40 biddy right now, so I could even get C3 before the end of her banner. If I get really lucky. Looks like Paimon is trying to buy us more time. Getting back now, I doubt Linny and Israel made any progress. What should we do?
It appears you two are under the impression that delaying our return will somehow alter the situation in your favor. I'm sorry to ruin your fantasy, but your efforts are meaningless. That being said, I could be persuaded to give Linny some extra time.
I love
I
how,
just have
like...
one condition.
I don't know what the right word is. Arrogant? She's being... Not arrogant's not the right word, but you know what I mean. Confident.
If you
Cocky.
agree to my request,
Smug.
I'll even
But none of
answer
those
some
things
your
because she's so
questions.
calm and in control of her
You're
emotions.
quite curious about Claire V, are you not? And my relationship to her.
Wait, why are you being so generous all of a sudden? You're not
They
gonna
give it
ask
that
us
look
to
at
do
me, you'll
something
farm
bad,
more.
are
Good
you?
luck! I know you got her. I know you can get her. I believe.
You overestimate yourself. You don't have the talent for bad things.
Then what can you possibly...
The most important consideration in a negotiation is that both sides receive something they want. Demands and threats only get you so far.
What's your condition?
Wonderful. Here it is. When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the Hearth.
Okay, sounds normal enough.
One favor at a time of my choosing where you harm nobody. Sorry, it's the Alistair line from Has Been Hotel.
That is for you to decide.
We accept your condition.
Then we have a deal. Follow me.
Alright. Pollinate to the nameless ruins. As you wish, I guess. So you're on this direction now. Oh no, my Neverland's been healed! When did that happen? Oh, it was the statue, wasn't it? Shoot. I went to the whole quest at like 150 HP, but he got force healed. Damn, what a shame. Alright. I'm pushing close to the world boundaries. Oops. Maybe we should explore the area ahead of us later. No, okay, let's Huh.
What is this place?
Somewhere long forgotten by everyone. It used to be a grand building. Now it's nothing more than a pile of rubble.
Oh, this is from the... Oh, I recognize this from the trailer. I remember this. This is,
No one comes here anymore. Nor
where
does
the
anyone
cutscene
care
is
about
happening,
what
right?
once
I'm pretty sure.
happened here. Although, this place does have something to do with the story I'm about to tell you. It was before I became a harbinger, and before Linny and the others joined the House of the Hearth. Due to certain events, I first killed
So Clary
Clary
is
and
the
then her mother.
biological daughter of
And this is where it
Crucifana.
all
Is it Crucifana or Crucifana?
You were the one that killed Clary?
Why?
Patience now. Allow me to explain Clairvy's side of the story first. I'll start from the beginning. Clairvy was 6 years old when she was brought by her mother, Crucibina, to live in the
Crucibina,
house
that's
of
how
the
you
Hearth.
say it. I was
From the
close.
outside, it seemed like a fairy tale. A thriving family made up of kind adults and friendly children. Crucibina was the knave at that time, and the House of the Hearth was under her control. She was Clairvy's mother by blood, but she was also the mother to all the children in the house. Clairvy was happy here, for a time. But she quickly realized that being part of this family wasn't a fairy tale at all. It was a kind of purgatory.
Purgatory?
Exactly. The House of the Hearth takes in war orphans from all over Teyvat. But as for how to raise them, that depends entirely on the person in charge. Crucibina came up with a novel idea. She would teach the children to fight, force them to duel each other, and then crown as the king of the house the child who proved themselves most worthy of inheriting her title. It's difficult to estimate the number of children who died or were maimed in the process. There's little I can say about the ones who died. The ones that emerged with permanent injuries, on the other hand, well, they still served a purpose.
Okay.
They would be handed over to the doctor to be experimented
Dotori!
or sent away on dangerous missions. Nothing more than tools to be used and then discarded.
So those were the experiments Clairvy was talking about. But what actually happened to her?
So Dotori took in children that were injured. I wonder if he did... if he pulled a Kale on them. That's something to think about.
You said that Clairvy was Crucibina's daughter, so...
So they either got sent away on dangerous missions or handed over to Dotori if they were too injured to be of use to the house anymore.
would have listened, right?
But that has interesting implications, right? Because I guess that makes them... how do I say this? It depends on how the house saw them, because if they weren't seen as useful anymore, or if they were seen as unwanted, if they were outcast from the hearth, if you're picking up what I'm putting down, if they were outcasts, I can see why Dotori would want them. Because he would find solace in them being rejected just as he was. Just saying.
Despite being Clairvy's mother, Crucibina cared little for her daughter. She forced Clairvy to join the House of the Hearth only as a means to demonstrate her own impartiality as a mother. To prove that she treated all her children equally.
I feel like I cooked just there in my brain. I'm gonna add that to the... I have the video essay script open. I'm gonna add that in later.
Clairvy did try to convince her mother to change her ways, but...
Oh, it's
it
light
was to no
outside.
avail.
Cool. Well,
After her efforts failed, the only other option was to rise up and try to fight back. Unfortunately, the other children had already been thoroughly indoctrinated into the illusion of happiness Crucibina had created. Of course, there was one exception. Someone Clairvy's age, who knew the truth about the House of the Hearth. Her name was...
It's a bit of a reach right now, but I'm interested to see. Because the thing is, right? For kids, imagine you're a kid growing up in the House of the Hearth. And you see kids disappear. And you hear about the doctor, but you're not entirely sure what's going on. That is the biggest threat you could give someone. As, like, a person in charge, behave, or you get experimented on, and you're never seen again. You know? Like, that's fear, right? So if you grow up in that environment, that's like a really terrifying thing to happen. But I'm wondering if that affects the way that his actions were perceived.
Wait, the friend that Clary mentioned?
Friend, huh? I suppose we can call her that for now. Clairvy was a cheerful and passionate
I didn't say
person
anything.
with a tenacious spirit. Peruere, on the other hand, was rather cold-blooded.
Oh, she's so cute!
Her cold-blooded nature allowed her to see through Crucibina's facade. Yet, it was also this cold-bloodedness that prevented her from acting against it. At least at first. While Clairvy longed for freedom, Perouer was convinced that, amid all the fighting and violence, she would make it until the end. Despite their differences, the two became fast friends, united by their knowledge of the truth. Clairvy told Perouer that she hoped to create a real family, where no one would be killed or sacrificed. There may have been a certain naivete to her ideas, but Clairvy proved her determination many times over. She tried countless times to run away, ask for help, or expose the truth. But her efforts only earned her beating after beating. The only thing that kept her going was her strength of will. Even with her body racked with pain, she would still stand on her tiptoes and open the window at night. She and Perouer would look out at the moon together, a fierce longing for freedom shining in her eyes. But one day that light simply vanished.
Oh no. What happened?
Her hopelessness resulted from a culmination of things. 10 years had passed. 10 years worth of failure after failure. She and Perouer weren't children anymore, but finding any chance to escape still seemed as hopeless as ever. It was during this time that Perouer suggested a new plan. If escaping was out of the question, why not take down the very person sitting on top of this throne of lies? Mother herself.
Okay.
Clairvy rejected that proposal. She claimed that, as a famous harbinger, Crucibina possessed an unimaginable amount of power. Trying to kill her would have an incredibly low chance of success. Clairvy never gave another reason, but Perouer could see it written all
Also,
over
can I
her
just say
face.
real quick? Can I just say, I just noticed
still
something
thought
real
of
quick.
Crucibina
There are still
as her
people to
mother.
this day that deny that the
Killing
numbering in the
her own
Fatui
flesh and
Harbingers
blood was a
actually,
line
like,
she
has
couldn't
any...
bring herself to cross.
Wait. But if... Well, when Arlecchino killed Crucibina, when Perouer killed Crucibina, she didn't start out as Harbinger number 11. She was Harbinger number 4. Like, that was what she got put into. She assumed that role. Because the number 4th Harbinger is the House of the Hearth runner. Still, sometimes people try and claim... First of all, okay. First of all, Harbingers are 0 indexed. We have Piero is Harbinger number 0. Then it goes Capitano de Torre, Colombina, Arlecchino, Pulcinella, Scaramouche, not there. Sandrone. Shoot, my brain's empty. Then it goes Signora. 8th. Number 9th is Pantalone. 10th is not taken. 10th is empty. And then 11th is Tartaglia Child. Right? That is the order. But people still insist that, like, Harbingers are ordered based on, like, power and stuff, and that, you know, oh, the Harbinger order, it's, the 6 C's will be taken, so why is Child's number 11th? Because that's not how it works. Because the Harbingers are, ordered based on, like, they're given the numbers based on, like, utility, I'm pretty sure. Anyway.
If she couldn't escape...
Otherwise, why would the 10th seat be empty?
Then only one option remained.
And my other theory is the 10th seat was, Krampus, but that's another theory. Sorry, I got way too into that. Death.
Precisely. Death was the only way that she felt she could be free.
Sorry, I interrupted the Arlecchino's tragic backstory with a whole rant about the Harbinger lore. I actually need help.
It happened during a duel. When she arrived at the dueling ring that day, her partner turned out to be none other than Perouer. The very person that had stood by her side all those years. It was a fierce battle. But ultimately, Clairvy decided to let Perouer end her life.
I was not paying attention, but I should have paid attention to Arlecchino's hands during this. Because I know in the trailer, her hands, the color of her hands changed depending on her mood, right? Like, originally, I don't think you could probably see her. I'm looking back in the stream and you can't actually see her hands. But in the like the cutscene, right? Her hands are originally like they have a little bit of like black on their fingertips, and then they go like fully it retreats, right? She's burying the spider when her hands are black. But then as Clary comes into her life, the blackness retreats. And now that she's killed Clary, it's returned.
From that moment on, Paraware's journey was one written.
I guess it kind of flares up, or at least now it's
When the
probably
rain
after she killed
finally came
Crucifina,
and
it became like a
washed it all
permanent
away,
thing.
There she
I will
stood,
shut up.
the sole victor in Mother's endless game of slaughter. A trail of corpses strewn across her path to success. It was the very result she had predicted 10 years prior. Even then, she believed she would make it until the end. She wasn't surprised by the fact that she emerged as Mother's undisputed heir. Rather, her success left her with an inexplicable sense of restlessness. She was unsettled. And there was only one thing that could quell that sensation. Perhaps you two would like to take a guess as to what it was?
Killing the person at the very top.
Crucifina, you mean? But...
Correct. This is the place where Paraware killed her best friend. A mere year later, this is also the place where she fought tooth and nail to kill the mother they shared. The moment she acted, any conception of what was right or wrong ceased to matter. It's one of the principles of the house. Only those who survive get to write the rules. Paraware won the battle, and became a harbinger herself. After which Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa, bestowed upon her a new name. Arlecchino.
So the Perry Clairvy was talking about... It was you.
Paimon, I'm begging you, shut up. You do not need to recap this. It's not a difficult concept to understand. This is your story just as much as Clary's.
I left that name behind long ago. I must say, hearing it now does bring back memories. After I defeated Crucifina, the moniker of Mother died with her. I chose to forego the title she called herself, and even chose to give up my own name. I rebuilt the House of the Hearth under a new identity. Not only as Arlecchino, but as father. And that is where the story ends. Any more questions?
Who is Clary exactly?
Yeah. Based on what you just told us, Clairvy wasn't a little kid when she was killed. So the Clairvy we met... Was she really a spirit at all?
I suppose you could call her an illusion born of flame. Her existence is like ashes to a fire. Something left over in the wake of blaze and ruin. You see, a certain power runs through my veins. It's not unlike a curse. My flames leave behind shadows of anything they consume. Of course, the chances of those shadows morphing into a sentient entity are exceedingly slim. Clairvy is a very special case. Clairvy died when she was 16 years old. But what emerged from
Which
the
means
flames
that
was her
Arlecchino
6-year-old
killed
self. Her appearance
Crucifina when she was 17.
Most of her memories
Which
were
makes
lost
her
to the
like,
blaze
what,
as well.
27 now? Huh.
Memory is a mysterious thing indeed. Losing a portion of your memories will alter your sense of self. Lose 10 years' worth, however, and it would be like living in the past.
Oh.
Like returning
Alright,
to a
then.
version of
Yeah, I'll
yourself that
Okay, here we go.
never grew up.
No wonder Paimon got such a weird feeling when
Is
we
that
were
hag
talking
age?
to her.
Oh, 27's not hag age.
Perhaps I should put it this way. Clairvy is someone trapped in time. It may seem like she exists with us in the present, but she truly lives in the confines of her own past.
So if all of that is true, then you must have known about Clairvy for a long time.
Indeed. She's a rather volatile and unstable entity. Sometimes she would look after the children. She's even saved some of their lives. But other times, she would hide from me. and become obsessed with revealing the truth about the house to anyone who will listen.
Well, they're
Shadows
30's
don't
high
have
age.
the
Exactly, she's not high
capacity to
age yet.
learn or
30's
grow.
high age.
Any new information they encounter is quickly forgotten over time. Your attempts to expose Clairvy to sunlight. They failed, yes. The reason is actually quite simple. In Clairvy's mind, the house is impossible to escape. And it is this very perception that traps her there. But no matter. All I have to do is kill her again, and all will be resolved. I don't anticipate so much as a single speck of ash will be left behind this time.
Wait! Paimon can understand why you might want her gone, but isn't there another way? So what if she's trapped in her 6-year-old self? She's still your friend! At least talk to her first!
Nah, just kill her. It's fine.
It's
Kill a
too late for
6-year-old. Funny.
She broke the rules, and now she must be punished. That goes for Filial and Nantoy as well. She's had quite the effect on them. I hope you understand. The difference between Crucibina and myself lies in our formulation of the rules, not our policy for enforcing them. Upholding the rules without question is a trait we both share, because that is how a household should be run.
Is this really what you want to do?
Whatever could you mean?
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Whether as a killer or as a father, there are two things that must be avoided at all costs. Anger and sorrow. Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you to waver. Well, it appears it's about time to proceed. Before we arrived, I told some of my well-behaved children to bring our troublemakers here by nightfall. I do believe I've kept my end of the deal. I give your friends quite a bit more time. As for what happens now, we'll just have to wait and see.
Fight.
Here they are, Father.
Ah, you gonna execute him? Seeing something like that would actually be a first for me.
Clairvy.
I'm sorry. I heard about how you helped buy us more time, but I still failed. I couldn't find a way to fulfill her wish.
Huh? Are you... Perry?
Indeed, it's been a while, Clairvy.
Oh! Perry!
Shh. Stay right there. I'm sorry to postpone our reunion, but first I believe certain scores need settling.
This is gonna be good. This is gonna be so good.
Explain.
Out of my way.
Oh my god, I wish he talked to me like that.
You chose to conceal a threat to the house. And for that, you must be punished. Overall, however, I suppose your wrongdoing is hardly the most egregious of the bunch, so I'll deal with your punishments later. As for right now, the more pressing concerns are the traitors among us.
Imposter? Sorry.
Do you mean us?
Father, let me explain. We didn't mean to...
Fultz, why don't you share what you heard?
Yes, Father. Secret midnight meeting number 3. Participants, Filial, Nantoy, Sato, Toddy. Nantoy clearly said, if only Father wasn't the one who took us in.
Wow, someone's not grateful.
Sato added, I'm sick of this life. I just want to live as a normal person. Filial was the worst of them all. She called us crazies and said a bunch of mean things about Father.
I did not! You're lying! Fultz is trying to frame us.
It's not like I'm the only one who heard those things. After that, you and Toddy and a bunch of other people started talking about Clairvy. You were using all those things Clairvy brought up as an excuse to question Father. We're birds locked in a cage. The only way out is to destroy it. That's what you said, wasn't it?
You little... You just want me gone, don't you? What did I ever do to you, huh? And you, Sheplo, have you forgotten who stood by your sickbed, watched over you, and changed your dressings? Come on, let's hear it then. What's your reason for all this?
You're wrong, Filial. We don't want you to die. You're our family.
Liar. You wouldn't be doing this if that were the case. So why? Why have you backed us into a corner?
We all live in the House of the Hearth. You know the type of work we do, Filial. A single betrayal can cost dozens of us our lives. It's not like it's never happened before. That kind of thing is hard to forget. That's why the House of the Hearth cannot tolerate any form of betrayal. Ever since we came to Poisson, you've had 7 secret meetings.
Oh, that's a lot. Come on.
Really crossed the line.
You've been spying on us for half a month? Wait a second. Now that I think about it, the move to Poisson was just a way to make it easier to spy on us, wasn't it? Because we were all in one place. You've had this planned all along.
Thank you so much, Screen Name, for the emotion. Thank you, shout out Dad, for real, for real. Hell yeah. I love Arlecchino, my father wife. Thank you so much, I really, really appreciate it. Thank you.
Filial, Nantoy, I'm sorry. I owe you both my life. I owe Clary too. If it weren't for all your help after I got poisoned, I wouldn't be standing here today. If this were any other situation, I would do anything to repay that kindness, even if it cost me my life. But rules are rules. I'm sorry. My hands are tied.
You know what, hot take? I wish more people had this kind of mentality. I really, really, really wish more people had this kind of mentality of like, you know, don't break the rules. Maybe it's the autism in me speaking right now, but like, the world would be a better place if people just like stuck to the rules, you know? God, imagine how easy things would be. I'm thinking about my time in school, and everyone would like break the rules and not get in trouble because I was the only person that didn't. I'm just holding a grudge against that, but still.
Why? Why?
I think rules are not made to be broken. Rules are made to be followed, actually. Rules are there for a reason.
Filial.
As long as
We
the
made a
rules are
mistake.
just, there's no reason to break them.
And we should own up to it.
Especially if you
We
agree
broke
to
the
follow them in
rules.
the first place.
Plain and simple.
That's kind of what I mean. If the rules are like, if they're
Now we have to
rules
face the
that
consequences.
are unjust, but if the rules are there and you agree to follow them and you don't follow them, that's on you.
I'm sorry, Chaplot. Fultz. I'm sorry, Father. We accept our punishment.
Chaplot, according to the rules of the House of the Hearth, how should these traitors be punished?
All those who betray the house pay with their lives.
And so it shall be.
Father, please wait!
Something you want to say, Linny?
I like this. I really like this.
Please reconsider, Father. What Filial and the others did, does it really count as betrayal? We all come from broken families. From the very first day we joined the House of the Hearth, we wanted nothing more than to make it a real home. But the truth is, none of us know what a real home should look like. I'm not saying I have all the answers. All I know is this. Killing Filial and the others may uphold the rules, but doing so will only bring us further away from being a real family than we've ever been. So please, Father, please, reconsider.
I agree with Linny.
Father, please. Linny.
I think the way you settle this is with a duel.
I also agree with Linny.
I think you settle this with a duel, Miss Nave.
An order once given cannot be rescinded. However, given the extent of your determination, I
Actual
suppose
duel?
we shall have to go about this a
Yes,
different
please.
way. Draw your weapons.
As you wish,
and
Miss
face
Nave.
me.
Our weapons?
Father, are you referring to a duel?
Precisely. The rules of the house will not be altered. Traitors must be punished. However, resolving disputes with a duel is also one of our rules, one that
Oh my
also
God.
applies to me. Demonstrate a sufficient showing of strength, and I shall offer a concession.
Wait. Bede. Father in a duel?
Impossible. Father is way too strong, even for Lenny.
Oh, the card. This goes hard. Oh my god! I want this like a wallpaper, the three of them.
Did you hear that, Traveler? Lenny and the others have to duel the Nave. What should we do? Can they really win something like that? If they lose, those people from the house are really gonna be executed. Hey, are you listening?
Is executing them really what she wants?
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you to waver.
Back then, she never actually answered my question. That makes the answer pretty obvious, doesn't it?
Oh. Looking at that expression on her face, she seems really serious about this. Guess that means there's no chance she's throwing the duel on purpose, huh?
You're a clown and a fool. You pulled once to build pity on Starling on Jinglio. Oh god. She's really good, at least, from what I've heard. I guess enjoy your Jinglio. Who are you gonna like save for or like build pity towards? I'm curious. Some of the Nave will lose on purpose, although
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are less likely to escalate.
When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the Hearth.
What's wrong, Traveler? Hey, where are you going?
Traveler?
I'd like to see for myself what the fourth fatui harbingers can do.
Asking to join the duel against the Nave?
Funny. That's okay.
I'll allow it. We do have a ready-made dueling ring at our disposal, after all. All I would advise is this. Keep a firm grasp on your weapon, and give it your all. Any less, and you may just lose your life.
Oh, what an opportunity this is.
Hey!
Is it my turn now?
Settle down.
Oh, where the hell did she go? Oh, you have to be close to her, don't you? I think this is in the live stream.
Billowing surge!
And voila!
Oh, Lenny's helping us out as well.
With the fall
here,
of
right
darkness,
now, right here.
destruction shall rise. Have a taste of purgatory.
Do you clear the bond of life then?
Are you alright?
Spare your energy. Running is
Rebuild!
I thought you clear that. I'm gonna dodge all of her attacks.
I see everything! Share my knowledge!
Emerge, right here.
Is it getting here? Not bad. You've proven to be a worthy opponent after all.
Okay. Oh god, her voice lines as well. Oh my god, that's my wife! That's my... That is my wife. I love her so much. Oh my god, Cinder of Two Worlds flame. Get ready for a banger, I guess.
Kindness has been seared away.
Emerge.
My blade is all that remains.
Bow your head. Justice is won.
Now's our chance.
Over here!
We just let her win. Honestly, I kind of want to. I'm killing her so fast. What's a death laser?
Be sanctified.
How do I want to kill her? She's so easy to kill right now. What the? Oh my god. Imagine the Tori's cutscene like this. Oh my god! He just parried it! Come on.
You should know better than to crowd in one place.
Or he hasn't parried it yet, but... Whoa!
Oh, I know.
No!
That was... That was so good. This is one of my... I think it's my new favorite cutscene in the game.
Excuse for an attack.
This is animated so beautifully. This is such a good cutscene. I want her to end my life.
Father, no!
Made it out, did you? You're stronger than I expected.
Oh my god.
A crimson moon. I can't move.
Please end it. Please end it all, Arlecchino. Come on. Come on. Oh. Oh my god.
Still, not strong enough to beat me.
That was amazing! She's only the fourth! Imagine what the Tori could do! That was the... I genuinely think it's the best cutscene in the game. I genuinely think so. I don't think there's any cutscene that goes harder than this aside from like the Skirmish and Nahida one.
I believe we can end things here. It's not often that we get to enjoy the company of guests, after all. We wouldn't want things to get too out of hand.
Brother, are you alright?
Wait, hold on one sec, my cat wants to leave. And the cat is gone. Oh shoot, I almost fell over. I'm so tired, I almost just fell over trying to get back on my chair. God. Oh god, it was like when I woke up, right? I was getting ready for stream. I was so tired that when I went to sit on the toilet, I almost missed the toilet and sat on, and fell on the floor. I was that tired, I just missed the toilet.
Lenny. Given that I am the victor of this duel, as agreed, the punishment stands.
No!
I never thought things would end like this.
However, everyone involved in the duel demonstrated a remarkable level of strength and determination. In light of this, I'm prepared to change the method of execution.
Death by... choking? Asking for a friend.
Elwar,
I want those claws
the bottled
wrapped around
flames
my
I gave you
throat.
for safekeeping. Do you still have them?
Yes? I wasn't sure what they were for, but I've kept them super safe. I didn't lose a single one.
Wonderful. Then, in just a moment, I'll have you administer them.
Bottled flames?
Indeed. They're the product of a secret experiment. Under certain special circumstances, flames can be extracted.
Is that what the
from
Tori was
liquids
working
and
on?
preserved.
This could be what the Tori was working on.
Once ingested, searing pain will spread across every inch of your body. No harm will come to you physically, but your memories will be burned away.
Ah.
If you can withstand the pain. When you awake, you'll
That
have
that was
forgotten
must have been what the
everything
Tory
you
did.
know about the House of the Hearth, and will be expelled from the organization. In other words, administering this concoction will kill the version of you that grew up in the house, and give you a new identity.
So that actually was the one that we saw on the execution list.
Memory is a...
People will say Dotori's a bad person, but here he is straight at manufacturing ways to, like, non-lethally let people leave the hearth. Come on. Come on. Understanding of the name is right. She really thinks that it's killing him. The horror that lived in the House of the Hearth is dead. The horror that lives in the House of the Hearth is dead. The one that remains is simply a person living out his life with his beloved. And so it's much better than actually ending their lives.
So, you're just letting us go, Father?
You misunderstand. Memories are extremely important. Once consumed by flame, the version of you standing before me will die. And our secrets will die with you. So no, I don't intend to just let you go.
Well, Clary hair clip's kind of like her nails. I've noticed that previously, but I didn't say anything about it. Factory reset? Yeah, it's factory reset, I guess.
Even so, I won't have to live in fear anymore. I'm sorry, Father. I'm sorry I let you down.
Did I find father? I found 3 fathers, Christian! How are you doing? Must be kind of late for you now. It's 7 AM for me. Oh.
Don't cry, Filial. You haven't left the house yet, so there are still rules to be followed, yes? Remember what I
Christian, you won't believe the mandatory lore that's happened in this quest.
Sorrow causes you to waver. Don't let yourself be controlled by your emotions.
Of course. I'll remember.
Jeez, so early. I didn't, I slept for like 2 hours. Not even that, it was like an hour and 40 minutes as like a little nap. But yeah, God. Can't imagine Lola's go. Yeah, we just found out now that Dotori... Well, I mean, this is more of like an inference on my part. But Dotori... It was meant that Dotori was working on experiments with the house, right? First of all, Dotori took in kids from Sabina who were too injured to, like, whatever, and, you know... It said that he experimented on them, it was kind of used to threaten the kids, that's whatever. But what we've just found out now is that he was also working on a project with, Arlecchino separately. And that was to extract... Actually, this is a spoiler, so I probably shouldn't say. It's cool.
Dry your tears, and go pursue the life you really want.
Yes, Father.
Chaplot, Foltz, Elwar. Take them back to Poisson. And bring Linny and the others as well. I prepared 3 extra vials of bottled flames. As for whether to take them, the choice is yours. Goodbye, children. The next time we meet, I will no longer be your father.
Remember there were multiple doctors back then? The oldest one is one with more common sense. The younger ones might have been crazier / unhinged. Yes! Asterisk. There's a lot to Dotori's personality that is mostly just down to him kind of overcompensating, right? Like, as far as Dotori's timeline goes, when I want to guess that he was expelled from the academia. It's hard to say for certain, because I don't know how much work he got done in the time that he was there. But he never finished his studies for real, because he was a trainee daster. He never, like, fully became a real daster. So, whenever he was expelled, he was taken into Fatui afterwards, pretty much. After he was, like, chased out of the whole of Sumeru. He was taken into Fatui by Piero. And at that point, like, he finally got a kind of... the sense of, like... What's the word? Like, the sense of self-importance that he kind of needed, but it went to his head. He became very manic and very bitter, because he wanted to prove, I guess, more to himself than anyone else, that he is actually the genius, that, like, he actually has a reason for doing what he does, right? It's hard to put my thoughts into words right now because I'm very, very tired. But the point is that, like, over time he mellows out, He gets more bitter like later on because he meets Scaramouche, but that's whatever. He gets really bitter because of Scaramouche. But yeah, younger Dottore, he holds the same core values as other Dottores, which is that like he's just kind of in it to observe, but he is a lot more impulsive because he lacks the kind of restraint that he got from growing up and, you know, just experience, I guess. Sorry. Very random tangent.
Thank you for all you've done.
I'm actually plotting a full graph of like.
I hope you have bright futures ahead of you.
When I say I'm plotting a graph, you know I got a problem. I'm planning to plot a graph of like Dottore's age, and like his bitterness over time, and like, you know, mark out key points and how his personality changed. I'm normal, but let's actually play this quest now before speculating about the future.
Father.
Let's go.
Here, grab my arm, Linny. I'll help you walk back.
Thank you.
Clary.
Notice Dottore's wiser experience and patient will act impulsively. The one that we've seen in game, yes. There are older Dottores that we know of that I can't say the same for just yet, given how their voice lines are in the quest. But yeah, we'll see. I'm very interested in the Dottore lore, so.
You really are Perry, aren't you? I haven't seen you in so long. How come you're all grown up? Wait, did I somehow travel to the future on accident? Or am I dreaming? What a long dream.
Neither. You died, Clary. That's what happened.
You could have at least sugarcoated it a little. Look, she's done speechless.
Shush! She's probably had enough lies.
Oh. Okay then. Huh? That's it? You accepted it just like that? Yep. If that's what Perry says happened, then I believe her. Perry wouldn't lie to me. Plus, I don't really need to know why I'm like this. I'm more curious about what happens in the future. If you're a harbinger now, Perry, that means Mother is gone, isn't she? Can you tell me about it? I want to know what happened to her. And to me.
What if he's just older and crazier, like he's had longer to get quickie crazy? No, because we've seen him in the game. We've just seen him in the game. Dottore in the manga is like unhinged, manic, overcompensating for how he was expelled from his entire home nation, you know? Like, he's very much trying to overcompensate for that. But the Dottore we've seen in the game is a lot more mellow. He's got very good control of his emotions. He is, you know, a lot calmer. More arrogant. Well, not more, actually. I actually say he's almost less arrogant. Because we've seen two Dottores in the game that we know of, right? We've seen both Torres, as I refer to him as. We've seen Omega build, right? But, he's not, like, crazy. He's just very, like... He holds all of his cards close. And he never, like, says anything any more than needs to. But, he's very interesting. Sorry, I have, like, I could be way more eloquent if I were, on a full night's sleep right now, but I'm not.
You never stopped trying to defy fate.
He's just very bitter, right? Older Dottore is more bitter than the younger Dottore, because that's, like, the version we see in the Sumeru quest, the main Dottore, not the one we see on the boat, is the version of him that met Scaramouche, and that's why he's so bitter.
At first, no one believed you. You could only vent your frustrations to the moon. In fact, you often sought comfort in the night sky. You wanted to see the aurora, so one night we promised each other we would go to Snezhnaya to see it together. Later on, you tried to run away, but you were brought back each time. Mother spared your life, but it wasn't out of kindness. Instead, she decided to make an example of you by slowly torturing you over time. That way, the other children would know what happens to traitors. Still, you never gave up. Mother hoped that through ruthless duel after ruthless duel, she would be able to crown an ultimate victor among the children she raised. But you called on everyone to unite, to fight to a draw in order to reduce casualties. Your efforts may have only delayed the inevitable, but still. You gave them hope. You tried everything you could think of, but every attempt ended in failure. Still, you never turned your sword on Crucibina, and you never turned it on me. On that gloomy day, you told me, for the last 16 years of my life, I've done everything I can to fight for freedom. But now, I realize that the only freedom I truly possess is the freedom to choose to die.
I never imagined I would say something like that. I must have been feeling really worn down. But somehow, I still think I understand. According to Mother's plan, only one of us was going to make it until the end. And I always hoped that person would be you.
Oh.
If I could do it all over again, I still don't think I would make a different choice. Even when I first met you, I knew you'd be able to do what I couldn't.
Is that so? Even now, I'm not sure I truly understand what kind of freedom you were trying to pursue. But as the head of the House of the Hearth, and as the children's father, I've tried to give them the most basic of freedoms. The freedom to choose their own fate. It's something I discussed with the Iudex of Fontaine. The children who want to leave the house will have their memories wiped clean of all secrets pertaining to the organization. In return, they will be allowed to live a normal life in Fontaine without being prosecuted for their past. Of course, I won't simply hand freedom to them on a silver platter. They have to fight for it and prove themselves worthy of it. Only freedom that is earned has true value.
That's more than enough. That's exactly the kind of life I was fighting for. You know, Perry, I think you're a pretty amazing king.
Oh.
And a really great father, too. I'm really happy that you're the one who took over the house. I guess I do have one regret, though. I still haven't seen the outside world.
Well, it just so happens that our dear guests over here have been to many nations and traveled to countless places. Perhaps they would be willing to tell you what the outside world is like.
Really?
Of course! We've traveled all over the place. We've got so many stories, we could probably talk your ears out for 3 days straight!
Let's talk about the land of Denjo, Nation of Wisdom, because we like the Tori in this house.
I was always too afraid to skip Mother's fighting lessons. But at the academia, I bet you could do all sorts of secret things in class. Things that have nothing to do with studying.
Like, you know... Well, I mean, the Tori did secret things involving studying. He had a lot of fun with the ruin guards. Hey, you'll love to see it. Actually, now I think about it, I wonder if he was experimenting on the ruin guards in the desert while he was in the desert working on the academia stuff. Because it's a long journey to the desert, right? He'd need to already be there because he lives in the rainforest. A thought for another day.
I'm just kidding. Being able to study whatever you want without having to fear for your life actually sounds pretty great.
Oh, we have to talk about all of them? Damn it. Okay.
You know, I used to dream of being a bard. Playing the lute while singing into the winds of freedom. Even if there was no one there to listen, I would have continued to sing no matter what.
So, the Nation of Justice. There we go. But she returns to Fontaine, the nation she once called home.
The situation was super dangerous. Lenny and Lynette were accused of committing a crime, and they were going to have to stand trial at the Opera Epiclese.
Cooking crafts? It's nothing like too important. I'm mostly trying to build a timeline in my head of like when the Tori did certain actions so I can get like a good idea of how his personality changed over time. For instance, when he was working in the desert, he was still kind of unsure of him. He wasn't fully arrogant yet. Like he felt like it was wrong to say he could become a god, because he hadn't experienced being expelled yet. He was still kind of unsure, and you can even hear it in his voice when he's in the quest, right, in the Chimera quest, and you hear all the different like voices of the Tori who are getting erased. Like you hear a younger version of Tori say something along the lines of like, "No, please wait," or something. Like he's panicking, or like he needs more time or something. I think is what he actually says. I can't remember the exact wording, but the point is that the younger version of the Tori, before getting expelled from academia, is very unsure of himself. He's still arrogant, but it's not fully formed yet because he hasn't like had a reason. He hasn't gone down the path of trying to surpass the gods or trying to elevate humanity to the point of the gods fully yet, because right now, like, his research has not been found out. You know? It's only when he gets expelled that he kind of goes a bit insane, because he's like, you know, oh god, you don't realize the kind of things I could do for you, is how I'm reading his character arc. But anyway, sorry.
Oh no.
This stream's going for 3 hours, and like 1 hour of it is just me talking about the Tori.
Next? Don't worry, we were able to turn the situation around super quickly. All thanks to Detective Paimon, of course.
I'm too tired for this.
How'd you do that? Come on, tell me. Okay, so it was like this. After the failed magic show, we rushed to the scene and...
Please cut to black, I'm begging you. There was something really telling to Paimon's story about the whole last time in Fontaine. She seems really happy, like all the troubles have been forgotten. Maybe this is the first time she's been able to truly relax. I'm not sure how long this moment can last.
Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Any new information they encounter is quickly forgotten over time.
As time passes, she'll probably forget everything we told her. Go back to being that scared little girl that could only hide in the shadows. Speaking of, once you notice the sun has risen. I was gonna point it out. Yeah, they distracted her until the sun rose because she wouldn't be like, the reason why she was able to go into the sun was because she was like, it's a mental thing, right? Distract her and, you know, she...
Clary.
Oh?
You've worked tirelessly from the shadows to overthrow the House of the Hearth. Now, by my authority as the Knave, I shall announce how this matter ends. You are hereby expelled from the House of the Hearth. You are no longer tied to this place. Nor are you bound by its rules.
You're saying that I can finally leave? I get to experience the outside world as well? Oh, I almost forgot. There's no getting older for me. Still, seeing who you grew up to be makes me really happy, Parallel. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.
May we meet again someday.
Oh!
Clary. She left so soon. Paimon didn't even get to finish her story.
Thank God. She was spared, man.
I also have certain sentiments left unsaid. I wanted to tell her that the aurora I saw in Snezhnaya was just as beautiful as the ones in the pictures. But a shadow's memories reset at dawn. Had we delayed any longer, we wouldn't have had the time to say goodbye. Whatever regrets may linger, let them be lost to the coming of a new day.
Father?
It's Linny! Hey, Linny!
And the others got cut out. There's no others, just Lenny.
What is he doing back here? Let's go check it out.
Arlecchino's so well written, man.
Father, the bottled flames have been administered. Filio and the others have left the house.
And you? What have you decided?
Thank you for giving us that choice, Father. But we never wanted to leave the house. It's the only home we've ever known. Lynette and Fremine feel the same way. They're recuperating back at the Hotel Bouffe Tété. But I decided to come back and tell you where we stood.
I'm sure you're well aware of the expectations I have for you. I want you to follow in my footsteps and become the next king of the house. Yet you seem to have different ideas.
Leave it up to Genshin to make the fatui well written. I'm not gonna complain, right? I've said this earlier, and I've said this so many times today, but imagine how they're gonna do this for the Torre. Imagine the Torre story quest. If this is Arlecchino's, imagine the trailer that will get released leading to the Torre's playable self.
I must admit, I'm rather surprised
I'm ready to sob.
by the decision to stay. There's nothing wrong with choosing to live a quiet life.
A couple years from now, and I'm gonna be the happiest shrimp in the world.
Heavy responsibility, one not so easily carried by someone forced.
If it even takes that long, it might come out sooner. I'm sorry, I'm saying that really because I'm going off of the assumption that he'll be playable in Snezhnaya, but really there's no reason why. You know, he could become playable sooner, maybe. I don't know. But I feel like Snezhnaya is the latest. He wouldn't be playable past then. So 2 years at the latest. I'd be very, very happy.
I just never understood what you saw in me. What made you believe I was deserving of that throne?
You're brave, talented, and, most importantly, you cherish your family. You would do anything to protect them, even if it costs you your life.
Speaking up back there was so brave of you, Linny. It's all thanks to you that we were able to convince Father to back down.
You're a hero, Linny.
Hero? Father is the real hero. Had Father gone all out during the duel, there's no way I would have walked away with my life. She must have had it all planned from the beginning. From the very moment she suggested a duel. I'm not deserving of that title. I'm not strong enough or smart enough.
You're wrong. In my opinion, all you need to be deserving of the throne is conviction and the necessary strength to act on it. We may have different ideas of what it means to be a family, but you can hardly be said to lack conviction. What you truly lack is strength. For someone of your talent, though, that's something that will come with time. Even without that strength, you still chose to face me in a duel, even though the odds were stacked against you. That capacity to honor your convictions is what I truly see in you.
Father.
No one knows what the future holds, what tragedy or triumph may be in store. Being at the head of this organization requires the strength of will to face whatever comes. Caution will only hold you back. If reaching a certain standard were required to go after what you want, I would never have succeeded in killing my predecessor. Back then, there was still a considerable gap between our abilities. Strength may decide the ultimate victor, but those who let a lack of strength dictate their decisions or undermine their convictions will never be worthy of the throne.
I understand, Father. Thank you.
Children must grow up to surpass their parents. Only then can a family continue to flourish. The road ahead is not an easy one. So I'll ask you one last time. Are you certain you want to stay?
You've done so much for me, Father, and that kindness must be repaid. Plus, with Project Stuja at hand, there are many dangers ahead, and I, for one, don't intend to back down.
I really love what they're doing with the fatui. I know I complained about them during the main quest and how the Traveler hated them, but this has been a nice little treat as a fatui enjoyer. I've been eating good. And I'm not gonna waste this food. I'm gonna enjoy this meal. I'm gonna really enjoy this meal.
Protecting my family at all costs. That's my conviction.
Then you're welcome to stay. As for Project Stuja, you need not be too concerned.
Those cowardly businessmen and heartless dignitaries! Always with an excuse to remain in your homeland! She uses the exact same way to describe them in the Winter's Night's Lazzo trailer. Those cowardly businessmen and heartless dignitaries, all with an excuse to remain in their homeland.
Having members who longed for the light was our organization's last weakness. With those members no longer among our ranks, the House of the Hearth is like a spider hiding in the shadows. We need only wait for our prey to come to us. At present, our imperative is to use their plan to our advantage. In doing so, a crimson moon shall rise amid the frigid blizzards of winter. No demonstration of loyalty shall go unrewarded, and no sacrifice shall be in vain. As for the two of you, whether we meet again as friend or foe, I'll remember the camaraderie we shared in this moment. No matter how arduous the journey ahead, I hope.
And my desired destination is the Torre. Wait until 2 days later. Okay. Now we wait. God, imagine the Torre's quest at this point. They really did Arlecchino so much justice. And I'm just foaming at the mouth thinking about how they're gonna make my heart suffer with the Torre when that time comes. There we go.
Didn't Linny say that Lynette and Fremine were recovering at the Hotel Bouffe d'été?
I don't want to listen to Paimon. Screw you, I'm teleporting. Six promo gems to my name. I'm so happy I got C2 Arlecchino though. I was hoping for C1 R1, but C2 R1's a nice, like a very welcome thing. I won two 50-50s in a row. Maybe I'll try and win a third. That could be getting cocky, so we'll see. I need to do the abyss still, and then I can grab some more. I'm looking like Evie.
How are you feeling?
It's up.
Much better.
Whew, what a relief.
What about you? Are you feeling alright?
I'm bright as rain.
I knew you'd come out unscathed. Us, on the other hand, well, we've been bedridden for 2 days. I couldn't even turn over. Oh, and I wanted to ask, is Clary gone? Linny and the other members have left Poisson and returned to the House of the Hearth. According to him, there haven't been any more sightings of a spirit roaming the house.
Her wish has been fulfilled.
I see.
I'm glad. Father came to check up on us 2 days ago and told us about what happened with Crucibina and Clary. Actually, I've met Crucibina before.
Wait, what? You've met the former knave?
Crucibina died a year after Clary. It was during the year between their deaths that I joined the House of the Hearth. Crucibina had an extremely cruel and radical way of doing things. While she was alive, the atmosphere in the house was suffocating. When I joined, though, the experiment she valued
So okay. That confirms that the talk of test subjects earlier, and how how everyone in the thing was seen as test subjects was in reference to Crucibina or not the Torre. I know the fandom's gonna get out of hand with that. I know they're gonna misinterpret it, but it's in reference to Crucibina or not the Torre.
A couple of months after I joined, Father killed Crucibina and burned all her files. With that, the names of all the people subjected to her experiments, Clary included,
Yeah, there we go.
were lost to the flames.
Those are the experiments being talked about, not the Torre.
they represent.
The experiments were in reference to Crucibina and not the Dore. Again, I know the vandals can take it out of context because people love to shit on the Dore, but they're not the same.
Father
There's a
took the
distinction.
money and me a couple months after that, but she never mentioned anything about Crucibina or Clary.
It really seems like something she was planning to keep
I mean,
to
there's no
herself.
need to dwell in the past.
The last time you talked to her, did she mention why she kept it a secret for so long?
She said she didn't want us to be affected by the darkness of the
Yeah,
past.
exactly.
She was worried we'd develop a false sense of gratitude towards her if we knew about it. The foundation of a family should be free of any corrupting influence. Whatever happened in the past, it has nothing to do with who we are now. And that's what Father told us in the end.
But I still thanked her for everything. It was only after hearing about what Crucibina did that I finally realized how insignificant our lives could have been. The members of the house meant nothing to her. To say that she valued them in any way, even just as a tool, would probably be giving her too much credit. If Father...
I did catch that. It's such a subtle difference, because Lena isn't a very expressive person, but I could still hear it in her voice. Hey, don't think about that.
Father rarely brings up the fact that she saved us. She doesn't believe that being indebted to her should be what ties us together. But even if we didn't owe her anything, we would still choose to stay. Because this is our home. We may have arguments or times when we feel wronged. Some people may even choose to leave. But as long as Father is here, we will always have a home.
Whether the path before us is bathed in sunlight or shrouded in shadow, we'll follow Father wherever she chooses to go. So I wanted to say thank you for helping us make it through this crisis. Without your help, we could have lost a lot more along the way.
Oh, we didn't do anything, really.
Just invite us back as guests and we'll call it even.
Of course. You're welcome anytime.
Are Filial and Nantoy okay?
I actually saw them at a cafe this morning. They didn't recognize me. From what I could tell, they were drinking coffee and talking about one of the operas that started running recently. They seemed happy.
Aww.
If I had to take a guess, I would say they finally found the kind of life they always wished for.
Aww. A good ending! Man, that was a nice quest. I like that. I like that a lot. We got a harp! That's kind of funny. Man, I like that a lot. I did Arlecchino's character so much justice. God. Just remember when kids have a place to stay. I don't think that everyone in the House of Art is necessarily a kid. I wouldn't say Linny and Lynette aren't kids. Femine is I want to say bordering 17, 18, if I had to guess. But Linny and Lynette, I would say are adults. I feel like the House of the Hearth is one of those things where, because it's a fatui organization, even once you've become of age, you're not adopted out of the house, right? In the way that you would be adopted in another orphanage, you're just adopted into the fatui. If you have skills that are useful. So it's likely they were just adults that were hanging around to help out. In the same way I believe that's kind of Linny and Lynette's roles. It wasn't Needless Boss, by the way. Actually pretty easy. Arlecchino is so much fun to fight. But oh my god, what an amazing quest. And also to finish the result of my polls today. The end of everything. Where is she? Where's my father? Here she... I still can't believe she's actually here and playable. God. The Tory one day. We have her polearm. We have her at C2. And... yeah, I'm happy. I have no idea, actually. What this, does yet, but I'll figure it out. Is there an about this Tory voice line? It's locked. One second, I'm gonna Google it. This isn't cheating, right? I'm gonna go on the wiki. Arlecchino. Genshin Wiki. Let's see her voice line about the Tori then. Voiceovers! Aha, it's been filled out. I can't play the audio. There's no audio for this, but it's written down here anyway. About the doctor, right? When I first took over the House of the Hearth, he proposed a number of... Okay, I'm gonna do an Arlecchino impression. When I first... No, it's more American, right? When I first took over the House of the Hearth, he proposed a number of plans for us to work together. Can't do an impression of her. He wanted me to send any rejects to him. He planned to experiment them and share the results with me. I heard that he and the previous name had quite the personal report in that regard. All I can say is if you were one of my fellow harbingers, I would have expedited their happy little reunion long ago. Interesting. So there... Okay. Okay. Interesting note to make here. It says he wanted me to send any rejects to him. But... I don't think that means what she thinks it means. I don't think the word rejects in this context means what she thinks it means. Let me have a look at Arlecchino's lore real quick. I'm gonna Control F reject. Oh no, okay, I can't find anything. I believe the rejects in question, in regards to that voice line, are the people who failed the experiments with Crucivina. I believe that what that voice line means with the Torrent is that so my understanding of the situation is that the Tori and Crucivina had a sort of an agreement in which any child that was alive after the duel but was not fit to stay in the house would be sent to the Tori for experimentation of a nature that is not disclosed. I want to believe it's a college situation, honestly. The Tori is not a sadistic person. That's one thing to know about him. He's not sadistic. But an interesting use there is of the word rejects. As in people who, number one, failed the experimentation by Crucivina. But two, what is the Tori himself? A reject. I think I actually did cook earlier when I brought that up. My understanding of it is that Arlecchino is not a reliable narrator here because she was brought up in the same environment that Clary was, where hey, if you misbehave, you get sent to the Torre. Like that was the threat when she was growing up. So she has a very bad understanding of like what his deal was with the previous knave. I don't think it was anything bad. At least not in the way most people will interpret it, right? I fully believe that the deal with the previous knave was in regards to sending kids that she didn't want anymore to him because she did not want them. They were rejected by her and he wants to take them in. Now he assumes that... I'm looking at the voice line again. I believe that he assumes that this Arlecchino, this knave, will continue the same experimentation, which is why he approaches her so... boldly? About asking for rejects. She thinks he means rejects in the sense of people that she doesn't want. What he actually means is that people who fail the experimentation that he believes that Crucivina, well, what is the word? That the previous knave held. Sorry, I'm getting less coherent because again it is 7:30 in the morning and I've only slept for 2 hours. But I fully believe that not only is Arlecchino an unreliable narrator, but we don't know what the Tori was doing to those kids. And without knowing what happened to them, I don't know. Because he could be taking in like random kids off the street and experimenting on them. He's not. He's taking ones that are specifically wounded. Why is he taking in ones that are wounded? If not to, and again, his whole thing is elevating people to the levels of gods, right? So why is he taking in wounded kids? Given his goal to make people as powerful as gods, and that he's taking in specifically wounded kids, what is he cooking? I don't think you can do anything bad with them, to be honest. Given the premise, I fully believe that there's... I keep saying I fully believe, I'm so sorry. I believe, that he wants to improve them. Don't think he'd be torturing them, but looking at the skirmishes to improve by his tech, don't think it's a great fit either, even if they get balance of power. Yeah! Actually, that's a good point! Ooh, that's something else I could look into. I mean... I said this to the mods, right, previously. I had a whole, like, what's the word? Rant about this. We can read a gas. Small chance Kali was one of those children, and as specified to himself, his experiments did help, just not able to cure Kali. Well, no, Kali's situation is different. Kali was in the desert. She had Elazar, and her parents gave her to some scientists who were not scientists, people in Sumeria. I believe they were like research or whatever, who approached them and they were like, "Hey, we can cure your daughter. Just hand her over to us." And they were working with fatui, right? And so Kali was sent to the doctor. The doctor did stop the progression of Elazar for Kali. At least while she was in his care. But she was also subject to the experiments. What's the word? The Archon. Oh, God remains. God remains. Random quick forgot Kali was from the desert. Yeah, it's fine. I'm very familiar with this story because, you know, I've read the wiki a billion times. So, yeah, Kali was used in the God experiments. The important thing to note, though, during the God experiments is that, like, they were ran by people that the Tory hired, to my knowledge. So, anyway, as I was saying, Tory is like 500 years old, more or less, right? I'm still working on the full timeline, but the Tory has lived a very, very, very long time, enough to see several generations live and die fully. At that point, your perception of what a human being is very heavily skewed by that. You know, 500 years between now and 500 years ago, that was like the year 1500. Again, 500 years. Imagine living for 500 years. A human mind is not designed for that kind of thing. And over time, your perception of reality and of what people actually mean, what a human life actually means, starts to lose its value when you can outlive everyone else. So, again, the fact that he remains sane after all these years is kind of impressive anyway. But that can help explain why he views human experimentation as a necessary evil. In the same way that humans experiment on, like, you know, monkeys and mice and stuff, and that's kind of, well, people are against it. It's generally seen as a necessary evil in a lot of scientific advancements because of that we can now, like, you know, 3D print human organs and stuff, right? I think it's like using, was it mouse tissue? It was a while ago I read about this. But the point is, like, most scientific advancements in biology and stuff have come from experimentation on other animals. And when you reach a point, you know, in which you outlive everyone else in the world, people become animals to you. What is the value of a single person when you live for 500 years if you can help everyone with the results if they end up, you know, benefiting you? If the life of like one mouse can help so many people, is it a worthy sacrifice to make? That's all. That's the question I want to pose. It's something interesting to consider about his character as well, because Dotori sees what he does as a necessary evil in a lot of ways. But even then, I'm not even sure if they are entirely evil in the first place. Sorry, we've been going for too long now. The Dotori rants have been like the last 20 minutes. I need to take a break. I need to go sleep. Today, I guess today now, because it is technically Wednesday, I will not be streaming anything today. I was gonna do Arknights, but I won't today. What's instead gonna happen is that tomorrow, so Thursday, which will be 2 years later, I will, not 2 years, 2 days, god damn it, I'm so out of it. I'll do Arknights H stages, and then I don't know what to do for the rest of this week. But the point is, next week is the new stuff, right? So there's a lot to go through as far as Arknights is concerned. But yeah, Arknights, a couple days. Just today I need to rest, of course, because I've been streaming for 3.5 hours. It is currently 7, almost 8 a.m. So yeah. Let's be honest, to Otto, from your life, you're a very interesting character. Yeah. Interestingly enough, right, I've seen people... Okay, right. I think the reason why people hate Dotori so much is because he specifically affected a character that we know in the game. If Kali was not part of the experimentation with the Archon residue, or the god residue rather. I don't believe the Tori would be as hated as much as he is. But to kind of like put it into perspective, look at the Stellar Hunters in Star Rail real quick. They have like affected worlds, entire worlds that have been like destroyed. We're talking an inconceivable an inconceivable amount of people who've been affected due to the Stellar Hunters, right? In Star Rail. But they are seen as like, you know, loved because we haven't seen any direct consequences of their actions to in any meaningful way that affects someone that we know, right? Whereas in the case of the Tori, he's only hurt like not even like a fraction. It's less like, you know, well, it's not less than a fraction. A fraction's a fraction, but you know what I mean? Like a tiny fraction of people compared to the Stellar Hunters. But he is hated because he just so happens to have had a connection to a character that we know in game. Same with Squamish, actually. Although I will say that the English translation does misrepresent Squamish and Tori's relationship. Nahida refers to it as torture, whereas it doesn't isn't used. That word is not used in the CN version of the game. Additionally, did you know that Dotori gave Squamish the ability to dream? And did you also know that Dotori views dreams as a fresh start, as mentioned in the lore of... Is it the timepiece? Yes, okay. And the records and conjectures left behind by the mad scientist who was expelled by the academy, the dream had to be captured, along with the inhabitants of the forest who could control dreams, to remind their friend once again of one's own form, and the memories that were shared. So, according to the records expelled by, what is it, by the doctor. For in dreams, everyone has the chance to start over. This is, look, I've got a lot to say, but... The Tori gave Squamish the ability to... Anyway. The next specifically is who he did to, because we haven't seen it directly. We haven't seen Style just anything directly, so nothing really to hate. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like we've seen... Well, I think it's also because, again, Kale is a playable character. You know, people have read the manga and stuff, and, it's, you know, she's in not the best condition in there because of how she was treated. Again, not by the Tori, but by the people who were handling the whole situation. Like... I feel like if the Stellar Hunters directly hurt a playable character, then it would be a lot different. Like at least said there's a lot of pitches around you and you like it that way. Exactly! And Dotori is exactly the kind of person to not try and change that, which is why he sits at the lore and laments about how everyone's too foolish to realize he's a monstrosity, instead of actually changing the way people think about him. Because that monstrosity, like, if people view him as a monster, he can justify being called one in his mind, right? So with Arlecchino, she likes prejudice because it makes her seem more powerful. With Dotori, he likes that because it makes him... If people think he's if he... What's the word?
Are beautiful creatures.
He has control over how people perceive him, right? If he goes on his way to act like a monster, it justifies people calling him one. But that's you know, my interpretation of his actions anyway. Because at least then he can tell himself that it's he's the reason why people call him a monster. And not, you know, for a reason outside of his control. Anyway, good night everybody! I'm gonna go and sleep, because I need to get like another 4 hours of sleep real quick. And then I'll be all good. But, I will make my Dotori video essay, and it'll be a lot more, well thought out than this. This is all just my random ramblings. Oh shoot, I need to email someone as well. Ah, damn it. Well, I'll see you guys, Thursday. Good night, everybody! Good night! And thank you for watching me go on this massive rant. I appreciate you're sticking with me. Good night, everybody. Good night.